What up, what up? What up, what up, what up? What up, chat? Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Did you enter GJ cells? No, sir. I did not enter GJ cells. It is a range one breakout. My daily bias is bullish. There's no bias sells for me just yet. Some of you guys are just no good morning. No, yo, welcome back, Don. Yo, Don, how's your weekend? It's always, did you enter GJ cells? Come on, bruh. It's never a good morning. It's always,
did you enter GJ cells?
jeez. All right. Good morning, chat. What up? What up? What up? Blueberries. What is liquidity grab? Yeah, what is a liquidity grab? Oh shit. Oops. Boom. Alright. Should be good now. What's my camera blur? You don't want. Alright. Good morning. Good morning, chat. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. Brand new day. Brand new week. Looks like we are gonna have a decent week. How was your weekend, chat? It's a pretty long weekend for some reason. It felt pretty long. I think because we took a loss on Friday, so the weekend felt extra long. Haven't traded since Friday, obviously. No trades for me yesterday. No trades for me just yet, but you know, we're moving on to this NY session now, so I think it should get interesting. Today you have not much going on. I mean, you have news. You got the speech at 12, which is irrelevant to us, I believe, at least for a time being, because we're not really trading US dollar. And then tomorrow you have more USD minor news. I don't think you have anything major until GBP CPI, pound CPI on Wednesday. And then you also have the US dollar. I mean, that's another speech on Wednesday as well, 8 a.m. Fed Chair Powell speaks again. These are virtual questions. Yeah, I think they're gonna talk about interest rates again. So I think on Friday they discussed how they're gonna increase it to 0.25 instead, and I think I'm pretty sure on Wednesday, or yeah, Wednesday here, they're gonna discuss that again. But yeah, should be interesting. And then I think throughout the week you have, I mean, it should be a pretty chill week. There's not much going on here. You have unemployment claims on Thursday, minor news, and then that's it. And the next week is savings for the pound, or for yeah, euro pound. All right, so yeah, interesting. Yeah, pretty chill day. Should be a pretty chill day. Nothing is too crazy today. Let me just go in. Oops, was the volume too loud, chat? Sorry, I'm a little rusty here. But yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look at GJ and gold real quick for a day. So let's see. You got the weekly on. Actually, hold on. I think we should start with gold actually. So let's start with gold. Gold for the weekly looks like we are bearish, right? So if you guys take a close look at gold here, we kind of close back within the range here. If you guys take this tool out, this is a closure back within this range here. This is your most recent resistance, and then this becomes your most recent support. Now, the issue with this is that the range going down for gold here is a lot smaller this week, because we closed bearish, obviously, right? This kind of over here closed bearish, but when we close bearish, look at, pay attention to where it closed, right? It closed bearish right at support, right at these levels here. Obviously not right at support. There's still more range to go down, but it's not much of a range, right? because what you wanted last week's candle to do was you probably wanted to retrace back a bit more and close somewhat like this, you know, so we can get a nice wick fill going down like this from here. But since, or even like below the range like this, then that'll be great too. Then you can come down towards next support. But just think of this as ranges, right? So since you didn't break below, you're going to be stuck in this range here. And as you're stuck within this range here, what's going to happen here is, let me just take out my tools. What's going to happen here is that this wick should get filled today or throughout the week. I'm pretty sure this wick should get filled once you create a top wick. So we don't know when a top wick is going to be created at. But whenever that top wick does get created, and whenever we do flip bearish on this daily candle, or this weekly candle, sorry, we should come down and fill the rest of the range. Looking left, they're going to have clean traffic, driving price down towards these levels here at like, what level is this? 1897, 1887. Those levels should get filled this week as we come down to fill that wick there. All right. So overall, I mean, my bias of the week is bearish, but just keep in mind one thing, and that one thing is this week candle over here has no top wick, right? So at any given point this week, we can look to continue up to give you that top wick before we drive down. But that's for a later issue. If that were to happen, then obviously we would see it happen on a small time frame, and we would probably execute on buys until then. But for now, yeah, range through breakouts. But for now, I mean, the daily and weekly are both bearish. I'm looking for sells today, right? Daily here closed within this range here. So you have this resistance over here. You have this support over here. This now equals your range formed. So if this is your range formed, I mean, we're still bearish here. The thing about this as well is on daily is we closed within the range here. We didn't really break out of the range. So we're right at support. So there's not enough range for us to drive down completely. But if you're basing this off of the weekly time frame, you can anticipate that once you flip on the daily, you can drive down for the weekly as well. All right. So I'm going to be looking into that. I believe the 4 hour is also bearish as well. It's interesting because the 4 hour candle did what the weekly candle wanted it to do. So you can see this daily candle, this 4 hour candle over here had no top wick. What did the next candle do? Came up, created a top wick, and then drove down. All right. So if you look at this from this perspective, you're at this resistance, and then this is your support. So this is like your mid range form there. So if this is your range formed, and you're closing bearish at resistance, there's a high possibility this candle should drive down to tap the bottom of the range at 1920. So if I'm looking for sells today, I want to see if you could come down and break below here. Below 1918, I say. Below 1918 or below, let me just move this down a little lower. There we go. Below 1918, 581. Driving price down towards next support, which is going to be somewhere down here at 1909. The range going down is around 90 pips going down. You need closures below here for us to drive down. All right. And then obviously, I guess you can say you have range 2 buys above here. So I'll be looking for buys if you were to break above that resistance over here. If you break above 1929, I can look for buys going up towards next resistance, which is up at 1936. All right. That'll be your next target for buys. But the main focus here today would be sells below 1918 as the overall bearish is bias, or the bias is bearish. Bearish is bias. Things don't change, don't they? But yeah, because this is now your range 1, right? This is your range 1 over here. You have range 1, range 2. So if you're going against the bias, you need a range 2 breakout. The bias is bearish, so bias will be above here, above 1929, going up towards 1936, I believe it was. All right. So my trading levels today are going to be, these sells are valid. These I may stay out of. This I'm staying out of for sure. And this range over here, I'm looking for buys. All right. So screenshot this, whatever you got to do. This is what I'm looking forward to today. This is what I'm waiting for. This is what I'm looking for. All right. But yeah. Let me take out the trades taken. Trades taken. This is Friday. In case you guys missed it, go back and watch how we took our first loss of the month. And our breakdown, that doesn't change, right? 640 is our breakdown. And now let's take a look at your favorite pair. Your favorite pair, GJ, the pound yen. So what do you have for the pound yen today? Well, today is your lucky day because the pound yen looks amazing. We're at this nice weekly resistance up here. Price is closing within these levels right here. And we're at resistance. You know, we came up, tapped resistance, and now price is struggling here. Price does not know what it wants to do. But what I will say is that we did close bullish. So we're at an indecision level, right? Because at these levels here, you need a closure at or above, or you need a bearish candle closure indicating some type of range, type of direction, right? But right now you have no direction. I guess you have more direction to the upside since you're bullish. But with the way that price closed last week, this next week's candle should be a lot more, a lot easier to trade because you're gonna have more sense of direction after you get a weekly candle closure. So it's either get a bearish candle closure, because next week you can drive down, or you get a bullish candle closure above the range to drive up. So it's gonna be interesting how we close next week. It should make or break this range here for the next couple of weeks, because obviously if you close bearish, you're gonna drive back down like these candles did over here. But if you do close bullish above, then you can look to continue up the bullish trend. But as of right now, we have no clear direction yet, but I guess we're bullish. Daily time frame is bullish as well. If you take a close look at the daily time frame, you closed above this most recent resistance right around here, right? So price closed above on Friday. This candle closed above, and I do expect this candle to flip bullish today as long as you respect this low down here, the previous candle low, to drive up towards the next resistance, which is somewhat up here at the 157,500 mark. So range going up is going to be approximately 50 pips, 40 pips for a day. I mean, that's a daily candle. That's the best you can do, right? But if you can actually anticipate the flip, you can get entries in as you start to flip bullish on daily, by anticipating price on the small time frame. So if I'm looking for buys today, I want to see if you can break above here. So this is your most recent support here, right? So if price does end up breaking above the range here, this is going to be called a fake out, right? Because this is your resistance up here. This is actually not bad, actually. It's not bad at all. The range going up is not bad. But yeah, this is your overall range, right? So if price ends up breaking back into the range, because this is a range one breakout, then there's a high possibility for price to drive up once you actually close back inside the range. Because not only does this indicate volume, right? This indicates sorry, not only does it indicate a breakout, it also indicates volume, even if it's not in the right direction, right? Bias, right? The bias is bullish today, and even if you're breaking below, it indicates volume, because the moment you break back up into the range again, this range should get filled here. Price should continue back up to retest the highs at 157 and 169. And that should be your overall buys. So you can look for buys that are once you break above the range, or either once you break above this range instead. So you have two options here. Your entries could be here, over here, or your entries could be up here. All right. Range going up in this area is around 50 pips, 35 pips, and the range above would be around. Well, let's see where next daily resistance is. I guess you can stay up here, 157,656. If I'm not wrong, that's some type of daily resistance as well. Yes, yeah, so that's around these levels up here. So yeah, I guess you can say buy above 157. The range going up above there is 40 pips. So 40 pips plus 30 pips is around it. 75, 80 pips around there. But yeah, wait for that closure above. This candle also has no top wick. So if it flips bullish, there's a high possibility that 30-minute candle will close back inside the range as well. All right. So that is what I'm looking for today. And then sells for me on GJ would be below. I mean, I guess you can say if this is your range and you break below these ranges instead, maybe sells be below here. Below 156,433. I would definitely avoid this range though, until you form range 2 for sells. And then you can come down towards here. It's a mid range. If you don't like this range for sells, then just take sells below here instead, right? Because below here, you're gonna have clean traffic as well. This is all clean traffic over here on GJ, and that's not bad as well. I think that range is around 20 pips, 25, 27 pips, 28, 30. Not bad. But yeah, that is what we're looking for today. All right. So let's put buys above here, closure. And then let's go and put sells below closure, range to breakout. And let's put here a fake out. Oh damn, I have the templates, whatever. It feels more natural to me to do this. It's why we took the loss on Friday, because I didn't manually type of stuff out. And then you can say buys above here, closure. And what's gold doing? Gold bias was initially bearish. Oh yeah, bearish bias. All right, and then buys for you would be above here, I think it was. Jeez. I can't type today. All right. There you go. All right, chat. There it is. That is the day. Hold on. Let me. Let's play here. Oh, cool. Save as. What did I save this as? Template sells below here. Closure range 2. Cool. And sells below here. Save this. I guess you don't need closure. All right. What up, chat? That was a day analysis. Now we can talk. Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys had a great weekend. How's your weekend? Don, please, what's the name of the track playing right now? I think the one earlier was called Ending by Sad Toy and Relay? I'm not sure. Roye? I don't know. Some copyright free song. So right here. Shop in Paris? Nice. I think Mark was in Paris right now. I think he just dipped though. How can FOREX? Is that possible to get access to your journal? Yes, you can get access to a journal if you do exclamation point journals in the chat. A link should pop up. Damn, you know for chat for some. Me and Wick's not talking about it, but like, yo, damn, we really thought we were gonna go to 100% for the month. Our first month to go 100%. I think the least losses we took in a month was like three trades. I think 3 losses or 4. That was the least amount of losses we ever had on a stream in a month. Yeah, these buys are good above here because you have a range 2 here, right? So you have like this down here. This is range 1 support formed, range 2 resistance formed. So this equals a range. And then price broke up, obviously created a new range up here, and then came back down, created support. So back to that support, it respected that support. So if price would have faked out, it would have faked out by now. It would have came back into the range, right? But since you're respecting the support, and then now price would have break back up above this resistance, those would be your buys. Because now you have like extra support formed for price to retest the highs. And then closure above would indicate buys for you to drive up towards 936. We need closures there, and then it should be good. Should be solid. It's good because now the markets are starting to shift back to normal. Or not normal, but it's starting to become less volatile, and a lot of traders are starting to freak out more. A lot of traders can trade like very volatile like times, like, you know, they over leverage it, and then the moment price goes back to normal and they over leverage, it's kind of tough to trade because you don't get those ranges no more. You get like 5-10 pip ranges, right? Which is what I discussed yesterday as well on my IG. It's like 10 pips will be there for you regardless if it's markets are volatile or non-volatile, right? Regardless. But if you're always trying to catch 100 pips, the ranges might not be there for you every day to catch 100 pips. You might not have those huge swings every day, right? And that's something you gotta adapt to. You gotta be okay with that because the market conditions changes every day, every other day. What up, Tyler? Weiler? Flew to Toronto for Raptors game on Friday. Oh shit, I watched that game. Yeah, LeBron fucked us up. I watched that game. LeBron really fucked us up. I don't know, I think Westbrook stole the ball from me as I was watching it. I was gonna go with that game too, but I didn't know it was OVO night. Or I think it was OVO night, right? Or Drake night. I didn't know it was Drake night. I would have went. I want to see LeBron and Drake in one building. Cool. Oh yeah, Nav was there too, and Cash XL. Yeah, Cash XL was there too. Wait, Cash XL, right? Pretty sure. This is a really good buy earlier. Whoever had buys here on gold here, you had the support form right here earlier. Obviously, this is your support now, but earlier you had the support formed, and I mean, if you caught this fake out, price broke back into the range here, and then price continued up to the top of the range, that would have been a good buy. That was your entry. I think I saw this on a 5-minute time frame, but I didn't really enter it. I wasn't really I just woke up, right? It's not bad. Price came up, tapped the resistance. That was your TP. That was it. That's a good trade. That was a bit earlier today. I'm pretty sure some of you guys got that. Don't lie to me. Yeah, the range was a nice like 25 pip range going up. This 1 hour count closed doji here, so this is gonna get very difficult here. You're mostly gonna get a move at around 8 a.m. This kind of has no bottom wick on his hourly counter here, so I wouldn't be surprised if price ends up breaking back up to the range here. I'm not gonna execute sells here. If price comes down, cool, it comes down, but I want range to break out buys, and if price does break up, then take buys. If it doesn't, then okay, cool. You cross this ideal and you take sells below here. All right, so whatever your plan is today, but this should be a fake out. I mean, it's a range bound breakout, and you also have no bottom wick on this 1 hour candle here. So if this kind of pops up, 8 a.m., you drive up, that'd be perfect for us to drive towards next resistance. But wait for that candle now. Never stoned. Tap. Why should it be a fake out? I never said it should be a fake out. I said since it's a range 1, there's a possibility that there's a fake out. So if it is a fake out, we take advantage. If it's not, then we watch it drive down. But typically within range 1 breakouts, there would usually be fake outs. And if you guys were here on the streams throughout this whole entire month, you guys would have seen it, I think a couple, like 3 to 4 times already in these ranges on stream. But regardless, like even if it wasn't a range 1 breakout, like price had no top wick on a previous candle opening, no top wick on a closure. There's no sells for me there. Like I wouldn't have taken it either way. Yeah, I can't play music chat. You guys missed it. If you guys were here on my streams from like before January, then yeah, we played music every single day for the whole entire year, 2021, basically. But 2022, it doesn't make sense for me to play music anymore because I mean, yeah, we paid. Yeah, we paid. Yeah, we're monetizing the streams now, right? So we can't really play music, which is fine. This music is okay, right, chat? It's not bad. Just, you know, play your own music. If you want to play music. Unfortunately, I can't vibe out with you, but if this candle flips bullish, there's a high possibility it's gonna dry back up to retest these highs here. But that's only if it flips bullish. If, right? If. Not will, if. Huge difference. If you change that one word in your vocabulary in trading, your trading will change a lot. Because now instead of saying, yo, price will do this, price must do this, like you're not marrying your bias, your ideas, you're just going with the flow of things. So that's why I say a lot of ifs, because this leads to this leads to this. If that doesn't happen, then there's no trade. But trust me, change that word in your trading vocabulary, things will change a lot for you. What up, Daniel? Caught gold sales in London? Let me see. Where'd you catch sales at? Here? You gotta caught these sales right here, or you caught these sales right here. Wow, no top wick, price came out, created topic and flipped. Another scenario. Over here? You caught sales over here probably, or over here. I say this entry right here. What time was this? This was at 2 a.m. So yeah, for sure. Or over here in a 15. Pretty good, pretty decent London session. Not the worst London session ever. I believe it's 5 minutes. Open up, create a top wick. If it flips, then it should continue down. If it doesn't flip and breaks this high, it's gonna break back into the range here. And then the 3-minute candle should flip as well on GJ, if that were to happen. So I believe the break of this high at 628 is gonna be the break of this high at 628 as well. It's the same high roughly. You should get volume today around 8 a.m. Be patient. Don't get too caught up with the fact that the last 2 weeks we moved like 100 pips per 5-minute candle, right? Things are gonna shift back to normal now, and the markets are not always gonna be like that. And that's what I warned you guys about too. Like, don't get used to this. Take advantage of it for sure. But remember, in about a week or two, when the markets go back to normal, don't marry like, you know, those pips. Don't get used to the fact that you're gonna catch 100 pips every 5-minute candle. This is usually when a lot of traders like to increase their volume, their lot size, because they're not getting the pips they want, so they increase their lot size to make the same amount they were making before. What up, Mark? What's going on? Is there pairs move like gold and GJ? Yeah, for sure. Oh, a 5-minute flip. Yeah, it looks like this thing should continue to drop down here. You have about 12 pips left in this range. Yeah, there's more pairs like GJ and at gold. I think another pair similar to gold is gonna be EOS 30 probably. Oil, I believe too. And then GJ would be GA, GBP AUD, GBP CAD, I think. A lot of pound pairs are very similar. But just because, you know, like GJ and gold are ranging right now for me, I'm not going to go ahead and switch up a new pair of trade. Whenever I do trade a new pair chat, like I spend at least like 4 or 5 months back testing it beforehand. Like even though I traded those pairs in the past, I still spend that time back testing the pair before I even touch it again officially again. I think that's what I did with gold. I think gold was in 2020 I traded it, 2019, 2018, 3 years of trading gold, and then all of a sudden 2021 the spreads got crazy. I think 2020 after. Yeah, 2020 it was. 2020 spreads got massive, right, on gold, so I couldn't trade it for like a couple months. And then when I traded again, I spent at least 3 to 4 months like back testing every day, or forward testing, in other words, on stream. And then we started trading it again in 2021, start of the year. Yep, this thing should continue pushing down now. There's our push. Should fill this range. I think you're tapping into these levels over here, but overall, I think should continue to drive. No sells for me just yet, though. This vibe is pushing up. It should flip bearish and close doji, but let's see what happens there. I don't think you're gonna get volume right now for another like 50 minutes. That liquidity grab. Man, sometimes in IG chat, people send me screenshots of their account going from like $100 to like 1K within 2 days. And I don't want to be rude or anything. Like, I'm never rude, right? But in the back of my mind, I'm just like, fuck, man. If you're over leveraging and you made that much in that amount of days, you're gonna lose at the same pace as well, man. You know, but I'm not gonna tell them that. I'm gonna support them. But it's like, what makes you think if you were to make, basically 1,000+% in 3 days, that's gonna be sustainable? You know, like, sure, right now you have a smaller account, it might not mean much to you, you might not put meaning behind it, but man, if 1,000% is 1,000%, imagine having a 100K account and popping it to like a million within 3 days. Wouldn't you be shitting your pants? Tesla? It's quite hard for me to learn your way of trading after going through the crappy indicator SMC or black liquidity bullshit. Hey man, I've been there too. I've been through the smart money concept. Or a block I kind of touched upon as well. Liquidity is still valid. You can still use that in your day-to-day trading because it's just liquidity grab. But the issue is when you're looking for those entries, that's the issue. Yeah, I've been through all those same entries, those same similar strategies, man. Trust me, I've been there before. Trading the banks, trend lines, fibs, head and shoulders, knees and toes. You know, EMAs, crossovers, Bollinger Bands, pivot points. Yeah, I have trauma. Trust me, I'm with you. We go through this together, though. Federal Reserve Chairman will be speaking. Will it affect the market? Yes, it will in some type of way. Not much though, because I think they're going to talk about. Let's see what they talk about today. Economic outlook. I think they're going to talk about what happened on Friday, because Friday you had that folder that said came out at like 8:49 a.m. Eastern saying, all right, guys, we're going to increase the rates up to 5% instead, or 50% instead. And I think that's what they're going to discuss today. And Jerome's going to discuss as well today on his speech. So yeah, should bring some volume in the markets, but not expecting anything crazy. I won't be trading at that time anyways. It's 12 a.m. So nothing for us to worry about, man. We're off at like 10:30, 11:30 max. 12 a.m. Peace. I'm eating food at that time. Is there a reason you don't trade gold and GJ? No. Those are the pairs I've been trading from the start. From the start of my journey. I think gold was my first ever pair I ever touched. Gold and US started my first ever pairs. And then GJ just kind of came along later. I like GJ because I used to trade GU, GA, GCAD, but I like GJ because this pair only involves the pound. Right now the Asian is closed, so the yen does not move, right? So this pair is influenced by one currency only, and that one currency is the pound yen, or the pound. So all right here. Jeez, is that a watch list? You know, damn, this guy got the whole. This guy got all the all the pairs in there. Oh damn. Hey man, at least the weather's nice in your area, man. 10 degrees. That's a W, bro. W analysis. But damn. That's a lot of currencies, a lot of crypto. But hey, I like the vibe you're going for in this picture. Nice nice filter on. You have very nice color gradient, you know. What was your question there? Your question was, oh no, your question was no question. Okay, so oh wait, no. My buy entry. Thank you guys for the playbook. Very useful. Video games and platform Nintendo Switch. Damn, you ballin', man. All right, so yeah, you have this support here. This is a very nice level. Or that's your stop loss. Oh, you got an impulse entry here. I see. Stop loss here, entry there, buy stop, and then TP up here. Just be a bit cautious here because what pair is this? Gold, right? Gold on the 5 minute? Is it 5? Bearish buy. Boom, boom. No top wick. No, it's 30. Yeah, it's a 30. Oh, this entry down here. Okay, yeah. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. I thought it was just now. Yeah, that's not bad. It was a 15-minute fake out right here. Price broke back into the range, and then this is your entries right here. Perfect. Came up, TP, smack, done. Yeah, simple trade. I think we discussed that earlier. I explained how that was a good trade. Yeah, that was very good. Good stuff. Not bad, not bad. This over here is no trade range. Sells below here. Clean counts on the left, daily and forward bear. So looking for sells. 2. Enter on the regular pairs count low. Still last pairs kind of high. Oof. Close 7% at 10 pips. Nice. 10 pips is here. And close fall 22 pips. TP hit. That's a good trade. Yep. This is from earlier. This is from 6 a.m. right? This trade was from 6 a.m. I believe. Yeah, I think it's from 6:30. Yeah. We're good. Not bad, man. Good entry. I would have personally waited for a top wicks to be created before I entered that trade. Oh, after 15. Makes sense. Okay, 6:30. Okay. Not bad. The first initial entry had a top wick. Yeah, that wasn't bad. That was pretty good. Good trade, man. GU break-even trade. Took entry after break of first 30-minute candle. 2 still lost at the same kind of low around 3 pips because first 30-minute candle closed without wick. I didn't want to take full risk. Move stops to break even once count plus 5 pips. Still lost hit. So you hit break even. Reason to trade 30-minute close below the range. Pre and Y. I like this. Yep, pretty good reasonings here. 30-minute close below. Pre and Y volume. Clean counts to left traffic. Lovely. This is GU. Perfect. Yeah, nice levels too. I honestly would have been more aware of this counter here. I would not have taken this. No bottom wick. I would have stayed out completely. I mean, you are still in favor to win a trade since the price is still closing bearish, but the probability of that count going down is a lot lower. But hey, you survived it. You went break even. You closed partials, or at least you went break even. I mean, you did good managing it, so not bad. But for me, I would have definitely stayed out. For sure, for sure, for sure. Zoom chat? No, this is our Discord server. I think we're about to hit chat. We're about to hit 5K in our Discord server. We started this server up last May, so it's been roughly around like 10 months here. It's been roughly 10 months. Where's Wix9? Content. The gold looks like it can go bearish. DXY going bullish right now. Possibly. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm bearish on gold today, and I want sells below 1918, maybe even below 1923 here. Yeah, I'm really interested in those sells, but let's see if they come. Let's see. I want to start heading down so NY session can close below and continue to drive further. That's what I want. Do you trade full time? Yes, it's been full time since October 2019. 2019 October. I think it was October 20th or something. Around the middle of the month, October 2019 was when I went full time trading. It's been roughly like 2 years. Who's your most successful student yet? I don't want to call them students. I don't know. I don't really like saying students. It feels weird. Like I'd rather say like family or I don't know, like something else, you know. But most successful. Another reason why I don't want to say student because like sometimes like I learn off of others as well. Like I'm still a student as well. But like for instance, Wix9, right? Wix9 came in 2020, and like I don't want to say he's a student, but he learned off me a lot of shit off of me, and I learned a lot of shit off of him as well. Or we learned stuff. We went through a lot of stuff together, a lot of back testing, forward testing all together. I don't know, Wix9 probably, Wix9 or Marcos, or I don't know. I can't really. I think those two guys, yeah, for sure. But there were some people in chat that just came with like no knowledge at all, and now they're still here, and they've got to a point where they're basically me at this point. It's like I go in a Discord server sometimes. People ask questions like, "Yo, how do you feel this kind of have no bone awake?" Blah blah. I don't even gotta answer no more, and that's the goal. I mean, I teach so that they can answer the same way. Yeah, you know, the same answer I'll give them. That's pretty dope. Like let's go on a Discord server real quick. Let's go to like NY session, right? Or London session, for instance. Talking about blue light glasses last night, damn. This is cool. Like you see what I mean? Like we have to seem like lingo. Like I will wait for the hourly candle because the last 15. Look at the time, 5:45, right? So they know to wait for our last 15 of the hourly candle. So I'll wait for our hourly candle. But nice cowboy entry to stop loss current at the high. You know, like so it's sort of similar. We have similar like a similar eye, and that's kind of how I. That's kind of what I preach on stream, right? In fact, this is me right now. That's dope. I don't know what you guys did in London, but I hope you guys got some pips, man. Jeez, sessions. Is that a thing? Oh, where'd you get this? Where's just this this right here? Is this Force Factory? It looks like Force Factory. Secure some piston GJ, nice, good stuff. Yep. Yeah, I believe once it closes below here, it should continue to drive further down here. I just I mean, gold's pushing here, but throw out content for free Discord Premium membership, maybe for a month. I haven't done a giveaway in a while. I mean, I'll do one, but not yet. I'll do one if we hit like how many followers do we have right now? Maybe 10K. I'll do it at 10K. So whenever that comes, right? Don't know when that will come, but 7.6K followers right now on IG. Not bad, eh? But on the Force Factory website, I never even seen that. Ah, over here. Can I pin this at the top? No, I can't. That's cool. Then looks like the market makers don't gotta do a lot of work today. It's all kind of balanced out. Everyone's kind of taking positions, but USD those LPs are working kind of hard right now. Balance it out. This too personal. I apologize for asking. I think people could learn your first full year. What did you make in profits? Not much. I'm pretty sure it was around like the break-even point. I mean, it was probably I think it was profitable to a certain extent, but it wasn't anything crazy. It was maybe like 10, 20K, 30K. I don't know, because it kind of like the profits were big, huge, the winners, but there's a lot of losses my first year. It was very inconsistent, very inconsistent. I don't remember if I were to tell you. It's been like 2 years, right? I remember is. How's your experience been with Blueberry? Trader's Domain has way better customer service. I mean, Blueberry Markets. This is my true honest. I mean, Blueberry's probably watching my stream right now, but like, I can care less. You know, it's like I'm giving an honest review. It's like Blueberry is dope and all, like they're quick with their customer service, but they're not gonna give you slippage back the same way TD does. They're not gonna do that for you, because I got slipped there. Then like, oh yeah, market conditions were very volatile at this time period. So when you answered here, this is your ask price. Your ask price jumped to this. I'm like, oh, all right, man, whatever. I'm okay with that, like whatever, because I can't expect that from them. I wasn't expecting like for them to be like TD. TD was the only broker that ever actually went full on and actually give you the slippage back. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, yo, you're like any other broker basically, because Vantage FX did that as well. So I'm like, whatever. And then they had the audacity to be like, yo, we're gonna offer you this paid promotion. Like if you could link other traders in your channel to our commission and whatever stuff. I'm like, I mean, first of all, you're not gonna give me slippage back, but now you're asking me to basically refer other traders to a broker. I'm referring people to TD even if I don't use TD. It just makes more sense. I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna refer stuff for the fact that I get money. It's like I want to refer good shit, right? I'm not gonna refer a broker that doesn't give me slippage back. I mean, overall, Blueberry Market's like a solid. I'll give it. Like they got no commissions on gold, so I can't even complain. It kind of makes up for all like that. I guess that slippage kind of pays back all the commissions. But I'll give them a good like 7.5 out of 10, and then TD I'll give them like a 7.5, 8 out of 10. The only thing about TD is that the spreads on gold is a bit bigger, but overall it's fine. They're both decent brokers. Once you go back on TD, well, I have no commissions on gold and I have small spreads on gold, so it kind of balances out, you know. TD spoiled. Nah, because I was talking to Wix9. Wix9's like, yeah, Wix9 got his slippage back, and the fact that he got his slippage back without them even he didn't like, he DM'd them, they didn't reply, they just gave him his slippage back, his full TP back basically, around there. And then the same thing happened to Marcos. I'm like, oh, fuck man, I switched at the wrong time. It's alright. I'm not tripping. As a swing trader, would direct thanks for 999. As a swing trader, would your method work on a higher time for like the daily, as far as letting the account closing? Yes, because that's how we find our bias, right? That's how we usually find our bias off the daily time from, off of just candles. And regardless of the pair or candle or time frame, it's all the same concept, because at the end of the day, you're looking at candles, right? The daily candles are the same thing, are the same candles as if it were to be on a 15 or 5 minute time frame or 30. It's all the same concept, right? So like, you know, right now on a daily, for instance, you know for a fact that, okay, well, we're in this range here. We're at the bottom of the range. There's no clear direction on the daily time frame yet. I mean, it is a bearish candle, so the bias is bearish. This candle should flip out the Korean top wick somehow, some way. But there's no clear direction until you actually close outside this range. So if this is a 30-minute time frame, what I'll do is I'll mark this up as support, resistance, and I'll look for sells if price were to close below the range. If price closes below, then cool, look for sells coming down towards next support tomorrow. All right, so it's the same concept overall. I get that. I get asked that question a lot, but it's part of the reason why we find our bias off the daily anyways, right? Thanks for our $9 loading it. Awesome, appreciate it. We're not supposed to load at 22. I think earlier I had my ranges marked up a bit differently. But I think a part of the reason was I didn't like the range below here. I mean, it's not bad. I think I'll just put it back up. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna say sells below there. Yeah. Now that the support's starting to form a bit stronger. Yeah, Vaughn should pick up in about 25 minutes here, chat. So there shouldn't be might get a late push into this hourly candle, but overall should see some volume at 8 AM. And if we close doji at 8 AM, then that sucks. But what I will say is that if you take a close look here, like look left there, you have this resistance here that was marked up. And if you pay close attention, this candle at one point closed bullish above the range, right? Now that we're starting to close bearish back into the range, this resistance is now broken. We're back below this resistance. And look what the next candle did. This next candle closed doji back below the resistance. So technically, we're going off of this candle, we're still respecting this range. And this candle in about 26 minutes here, I mean, right now we're below. So if we can end up closing bearish on this candle, there's a very high possibility that at 8 AM we're going to drive down, because this would be your bearish candle closure. It would be something like this, right? Same resistance is being respected here to the left hand side. And then this candle can come down. The next candle at 8 a.m. can come down like this to retest the lows at 1922. And then from there, you can even attempt runners coming down on gold as well. And this is off the hourly candle. This will be an 8 a.m. candle, and then 9 a.m. will continue down as well. But that's very key right there, because this to the left hand side is your minor resistance here, right? And this resistance goes all the way to here, and we're still respecting it. So if we close bearish below, this candle's gonna drive down. The reason why we didn't drive down the last candle was because of the doji candle. It was a very weak doji candle. But if you close strong bearish here, which I believe it will, as long as you stay below these levels here, then high chance next candle will drive. But give it 25 minutes here. Wait for a closure. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So yeah, I'm gonna go more put that on the trades breakdown. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Because also this candle right here, this bearish candle, if it were closed, will be closing within those wicks, right? So just treat this as a minor support here. And if you're closing below for the first time ever, a bearish candle below within these wicks here, high chance next candle will bring in volume. That indicates volume because now we're breaking below support. And the sell's going down, the range going down will be approximately 27 pips, maybe even 60 pips in this range here. So it's not bad. I'll prefer a closure at like 1725. That'd be perfect. Yo, what up, Boston? What's going on? Thanks, TT, for showing support. Much love. Do you use leverage? Yes, 1-500 leverage. Volunteer is low. I know. Sriracha Delatore. You asked about fixed price and close half at 10 pips. Is it profitable for small accounts? So here's my look at it. Don't look at the numbers. Don't look at, you know, like your equity. Look at your percentage, because 1% on my account is the same 1% on your account, right? Nothing changes. So whenever people say like, yo, like, is it profitable on a small account? Like, what does that mean? Because if you gain $5 on a $100 account, you gain 5%. If I gain 5K on a 100K account, I gain 5%. So it's all the same concept, right? Your capital is much lower, but over time it'll grow. And as your capital grows, your percentage gets higher. But don't focus on like the capital, your equity, because that changes over time. And a lot of people get distracted with the fact that they might not have a lot of capital. They might look for like strategies to increase their capital, so that when they get to a point where they have a lot of capital, they go back to the old strategy. It's like, why not just stick with that one strategy throughout the whole journey and just increase your balance over time? Like, your strategy will not change your relationship with money. That liquidity grab video. Yeah. This is what some of y'all traders want, to be spoon fed. This is kind of good though. I think this was like salmon, and I don't know what this was. I don't know, man. I was like, I don't know what this was as well. I just ate this. This is pretty good though. I don't know what this was, but it was this is dinner, man. I starved the whole day for this right here. This is dinner. Some good dinner, chat. One bite, done. That's funny. 10 pip dinner? Facts. Yeah, but I was so full. I was. What's your question? I have a problem that I do not know what the solution is. I noticed that the weak liquidity in the portfolio is the reason for my big loss because the point is in dollars, and when the first target is hit 20 points, the amount in front of me is 20, which is not mentioned, does not encourage maintaining and securing the deal. Is it true? I think a big deposit like 50K. I'm confused. Can you reword that question? I don't know what you're asking. I'm not sure what you're asking. Not worth it? No, that was definitely worth it. 100%. 100% worth it. Let me see your PC setups. It's somewhere in here. I gotta do a redo of my picture, but my PC setup can be found right here. Is it in the pinned messages? No. Is where's Wix9? Hold on, let me check. Oh, he's online. He's gonna come soon. Chat, don't worry. The guy, he's coming. Phil's out worrying. Chat, by the way, we have someone in the chat. Is he in here? Someone's gonna be working on our new Devious logo. And like whoever has like Devious accounts, it's pretty dope. If you have a Devious IG account, I think some of you guys do. I think people who are following on Devious, right? All these Devious accounts here, you guys want to get your own like display pictures basically. So everyone's gonna have the same overall template for Devious, which is kind of dope. It's kind of cool. Devious community taking over. This is my setup. This is kind of old though. This is like maybe like a year old, maybe 10 months old. But basically this is my setup. Don't mind the wires. It's a standing desk. I gotta fix it, adjust it, but don't got time right now. But yeah, you got the keyboard, you know, Fortnite slanted keyboard. You got a second monitor, left monitor. You got my mic, my stream deck, my Ghost Solar, my webcam, which is right here right now, my backlight, my windows, which is right here. So I kind of shifted this over. But yeah, not bad. Nothing crazy, chat. Like, just pretty simple. This is like a regular gaming setup. I gotta pin this, by the way, in case people ask me. I'm buying GBP USD. See, this is what happens when TikTok comes into our chat, man. This is what happens when TikTok comes in our Discord. We get oh, 5k members. Thanks guys for 5k. Appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the server. If you guys have any suggestions for a server, just go into our suggestions channel, which is right here, and just put whatever in, like, yo, maybe you should add this to our channel, add this, take out this, you know, maybe we should do more of this, less of that. So just put it in the suggestions. But man, chat, a lot of you guys are asking like that about that loss on Friday, and why it hit like the full 50 pips, right? So this is our Friday trade. This is a trade, first loss of the month on Friday. Some of you guys asked why we let it hit full stops, right? And it's because why I adjust my stops. So at the time, price was, we took a buy over here, right? And I said how, okay, well, you had a support drawn right here, and I said, well, the probability, the moment we close back within this range here, this bearish candle, it closed below the support, it indicated a higher probability of us to drive down, right? But it was the same time that the 4-hour candle closed as well, and the 4-hour candle closed the time, it closed bullish, right? It closed bullish. So we took the risk that, okay, well, since we closed bullish on the 4-hour candle, this 4-hour candle at any given point can still pop up, right? Keeping that simple concept in the back of our mind, the 4-hour candle can still pop up at the current bottom wick. So we move our stop loss now. Okay, well, we said, okay, well, at least in terms of probability, it makes more sense to move it to the current 1-hour low, the previous 1-hour low, than to which is like maybe like, I think it was like maybe 4 or 5 pips away from the original, from where we initially closed bearish. But we're like, okay, well, if we move it to a low, at least you can say that, okay, as long as it respects this low, the next candle should end up driving up, right? With the 4-hour candle. But obviously price didn't do that. Prices ripped down completely, so we got stopped out. But that was the reason why we just moved our stops to the current 1-hour low instead of the previous 1-hour low. Like, probability wise, it just made more sense in terms of structure and price action. But 2020 me, like me in 2020 would have managed a lot differently. Like me in 2020 would have just closed the moment we closed bearish with the 50-minute time frame, right? But the issue with doing that is that's when it becomes very impulsive. Like, you don't want to be managing risk impulsive as if you were to enter positions. Like, if you enter impulsive, then get it, manage risk impulsively. But there's no reason to just, like, every 5-minute candle you're saying, oh, we closed bearish, I'm gonna close here. It's like, your trade could still play out as long as it respects the higher time frame, which is the 1-hour to 30, or whatever the time frame you're looking at. But yeah, also, like, yeah, the 50 handle topic as well. Like, I got very distracted on a Friday for some reason. I'm not gonna, like, you know, sit here and be like, oh, I should have done this, should have done that. But like, that 50-minute handle top wick, like 80%, 85% of the time, what we usually do is we do move stocks to break even, regardless of how many pips we're in profit. But I think at the point where like 65 pips in profit, stocks breaking would have been there. And then people ask about RR. Like, RR has nothing to do with that trade. Like, if we're 5 pips in profit, we had no top wick, the odds of us playing out were a lot lower. So I can move my stops to break even, or I can expect price to drive down, hit my stops. Well, what would I rather have? Obviously, I'd rather move my stops to break even, right? So, I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, it is what it is. It was a good trade overall though. But you know, price hit stops. That's it. Yeah, the 50 had no top wick. The loss I thought first 3 days? No. Oh, 3 days? Yeah, I think 3 days. Yeah, I did. Yeah. But it didn't went with the week. I think the week started somewhere over here. The week started on the 13th, so over here. I don't think it went through all the profits from last week on stream. We're still in profit for the week, but I mean, you know, 13-1-1 for the year. All right, so we can close bearish in about 9 minutes. We might get some sells. Because now, like we explained it, if for those who missed the analysis, we explained that at 7:32 at the bottom right corner in previous breakdowns. So go check that out. But we said how basically if you close below the support here, within these wicks here, there's a high chance the ADM candle is gonna drive down. So I will look for sells at ADM coming down to retest the lows here. This should be an overall clean sell. I think the range going down is around 28 pips. You might get a late push here, but wait for this candle to close completely because you don't want to take a position now and in 8 minutes here we close back doji or something right at 8 a.m. So just be patient here and wait for that candle to close. Why do you have buys above 929? See, my friend, you said, why do you have buys above 929 if the 1 hour candle time frames 929 is a strong level of resistance? You gotta read the rest. Buys above here, closure. Yes, that is a strong resistance to the left, right? But not once have you ever closed above the range. These candles have came up, wicked. So if you want buys, you're gonna need a closure. And once you get a closure, that indicates volume, that indicates a breakout, and at that point price should continue to drive further up towards next resistance. But until you get that closure above, there's no buys at all, because for all we know, we can close bullish like this at resistance, and that's kind of like gonna drive down reject, right? So you need a closure above for buys, and that's why I have it marked up here so people don't ask those questions. But some people I guess can't don't really pay attention to those things. Just fine. Like chat, like whatever happened on Friday, like that whole like 849 thing. Like I'm not even gonna say like if I knew that wasn't happening I would have stayed out. It's like nah, because I say it all the time, price action 85% of the time plays out with fundamentals, and we knew at 845 we had no top wick. So even though price dropped due to that members saying whatever, price action showed us beforehand that it was gonna reject anyways, right? On that Friday trade with the no top wick right here. This candle right here, no top wick, indicates less chance of us driving up, 50-50. At that point, that was the break-even point. Sorry. Bruh. Yeah, let's see here, chat. You have news? Where's economic calendar? Oh, speech at 8 a.m. You have 8 a.m. speech here. I mean, I think it's a minor fold there. I thought it was at 12. What happened? Is there two speeches there? There's one at 12 as well, right? Yeah, 11:30, 12. You close bear terms alley candle. I'll be in sales. But let's see. I don't think we're gonna close bear. We might close doji, which kind of sucks, but. And yeah, this kind of closing bullish now, right? So if we're closing bullish here, and this kind of had no bottom wick, right? It was kind of expected. If we can close bullish, the next 1 hour candle should pop up, and then your 9 a.m. candle will be your buys for GJ, because you need a candle to close back inside the range, and that's the next alley candle, not this current alley candle. So let's see how we close here. It'll be interesting. Yo. You're late.
What's going on?
What up?
Tardy number 2. 3 tardies is equals an absence.
What's up?
I said 3 latenesses equals an absence.
Well, you're late, master.
I don't know.
Woke up. You're up during 11, weren't you?
I woke up at 4.
Why?
No, I'm lying. I woke up at 3. 3 on the dot. 3:00.
I've been sleeping early.
I woke up. I looked at the charts. I looked at JXTR stream. I looked what Dr. Dollar and the Savage Gang was doing.
Typical routine.
And then I went back to sleep because there was nothing on the charts. Well, actually, I'm lying. There was something on the charts, but I was so fucking tired. I was like, no.
Yeah. I've been sleeping through the night. I haven't been up for London, so every time you hit me up at like 10, 12, I'm knocked. I'm usually like asleep. Or at least trying to sleep.
I'm trying, but it's spring break, and my kids have no school, so they go to sleep later now. Like I let them stay up an hour later. So.
They play Fortnite?
No, they play Roblox. They play, well, the older one plays Fortnite, but lately she's been playing a lot of like Roblox and like Adopt Me and stuff like that. And I don't know. Roblox. And she's got this horse game thing. I don't know. They create like horse avatars and then they live their life as horses.
I don't know what game you're playing, but hey, whatever grows their imagination.
Yo, they got wild, like it's crazy. They'll be standing in a corner and just playing with their toys and talking between them, and I'm like, damn.
I used to make that as well. Those things used to entertain me as a kid. I had like wrestling action figures. I had John Cena, I had Jeff Hardy, I had all these characters.
Yeah. No, I didn't have action figures. I had like little soldier toys, like before G.I. Joe.
Oh, those green soldiers. I used to have those too.
Yeah.
Those green soldiers that you can't move, but they're so cool though. Yeah.
They're really cool because you had like you have them in like every position. You had medics. You had like, and they were doing like all this crazy shit. It was always like they're in the middle of a war zone on the front lines doing crazy shit. I used to set them up on this little vanity table I had and just have fucking all out war.
Man, people don't appreciate those things anymore though. It's like real people now be complaining. They'll be playing Warzone and they be complaining about their frames. Like, yo, you got a whole game, you know, and you're complaining about your frames being low. It's like, come on.
Word,
I used to play with toy soldiers. Oh wow, 50 seconds for a closure here, Wix.
Oh damn, it's already 8 o'clock.
Yeah, you get this 1 hour closure. You get this 1 hour closure here. There could be some sales at 8 a.m. here. Nice. Next candle should come up, create a top wick, and then we should drive. But let's see, we close first. Basically an onion, and we're closing within these wicks here. I'm not sure if you've seen earlier, but there's a resistance here, closing below. Should be interesting. I want to close a bit stronger, man. If we can push down again. And this is good though. GJ's pushing up too. It's gonna close bullish here in about 8 seconds. So the next 1 hour candle should pop up on GJ. And it end up being a fake out.
Gold's at a support.
Yeah, so see here, gold closed this resistance here is being respected by this. And then this doji closed below, and this bearish candle closed below. So I believe once you flip here, you should be able to drive down, but it closed very weak bearish, yeah. Closed very weak bearish. But with the 80 volume here, this candle should end up driving. If it creates a steeper wick, I'll look to enter. If it comes up to like 1926.477, we enter on the flip of the lows, and then TP will be down here.
You're fine with this wick?
No, I'm looking for like a 1926, like 650 or something to get tapped. Maybe we just have to drive down.
Yeah.
But it might drive down beforehand. There's like a resistance here, so.
And on the 30, you're still within the range there. Like, you see how it never
Yeah,
broke?
but the hourly. I knew someone asked that. 1530 are ugly, but the hourly is what you're looking at here. Because chat, there's a huge difference between this 15 down here and this 30. Like this here was a lot different compared to this one, because if we go in the hourly at the time, those 30s and 15s were just like it was like within a doji candle still, right? So this candle is actually closing bearish in the hourly, and so this hourly candle should push price down towards boundary range.
I think it makes more sense once you don't break the high of this wick, but break the low of the previous hour.
Yeah.
Because this way you're creating lower highs, lower lows, right? The wicks never get higher. The price never breaks the high. Now we're gonna break the low. My issue here is on traders domain, the 4 hour closed bullish, closed weak bullish previous 4 hour, but it's still closed bullish. So until we break that 4 hour, it's tough. But that would be, I think, the break of the previous 1 hour high. No, that's the break of the previous 2 hour high.
2 hour high.
2 hour low. 2 hour low.
Yeah, this GG kind of should drive up as well. There's no trades for me chat just yet. There's no GG trades or anything like that. I believe you're gonna need for GJ here. You're gonna need to close back up above the range here, and once you close above the range, you should be valid to drive up to the top of the range. All right.
Yeah, I never use a 2 hour to enter, but I use a 2 hours kind of like and in between the 1 and the 4, just to kind of get a sense of how they're turning into each other, how they're changing. Yeah, I'd rather be in 1921 to 1918, somewhere there.
What is this? No labels, brother. You need to label this a lot more, man. I can't really read this. Not sure what you're looking for. Yeah, this nice overall downtrend I see, but what else is there in this chart that I can look at? Right? So y'all label it a bit more. Buys above your closure, support, sells below there. Solid. I say move your support down towards here instead. Below here, coming down towards here. That'll be a lot cleaner. Yep, this candle create a top wick. It should come down to Phil's wick and then end up coming down towards the support here. So It should come down towards 924 here, and then end up driving towards the bottom of the range here before 9 a.m. I believe. Damn. However, stops there. 29 pips for 32. Not bad. Yep, there's a push. Probably like once, yeah, right here, chat. So if you're in it right now, just at this point, move stops to break even here. This is where your break even would be, and now you're expecting price to drive down here, right? This is a very simple breakdown here. You should get around like your 9-10 pip mark, which is down here. But at these levels there, right there, boom, yep. At this point, this is when you want to close half your positions probably, and let the rest run towards the next TP at 922. So that was the breakdown there. It was a very simple breakdown. It was just like this counter here did nothing different compared to these counts to the left, aside from just respect this resistance here. And with the ADM volume here, that was your push. So if you guys were able to catch that, congrats. I was waiting for a steeper wick on the alley candle, so I didn't really get in. But overall, that was your initial setup. That was your 12 pip. We said how that was a level of interest we can take partials at, and there's your 12 pips, 10 pips. Why close half at 10 pips when a stop loss is 30 pips? Because at this point, you see how there's a support here. What are you gonna do? Ignore the support? You gotta take advantage of that support. So this is your TP down here, right? Overall TP. If runners run, runners run. But at this point here, that was a very heavy level of support. And at that point is when you want to close like 30% of your positions. Because we knew we're gonna get that range fill. Like there's a very high probability we're gonna get that range fill. But the question now becomes, well, are we gonna break below support? So for us to drive down again, you need a closure below here to drive further down. There doesn't matter. No, it's a risk-free trade. Initially it was around 30 pip stops and then 30 pip TP, but the moment you come down to here, your move stops to break even, it now becomes a 0 to 30% or 0 to 30 RR now, right? No risk, just TP at that point. So you're just managing risks at that point. What we're gonna do, hold it now, hold it past that, because this trade doesn't make any sense anymore. Your initial entry was right here, right? You can't, like, if you were to enter again, where would you enter now? Probably once you break below these levels here. But this trade doesn't make any sense anymore. You flip bullish again, and this count for all we know can now start to range, because you don't have the momentum and you don't have the volume left over for price to drive further down. All right, so what makes sense to hold it past those levels, right? Was trade taken? No. Are you gonna close half and get 10 pips negative? It doesn't come down to that. It comes down to how we close. Like for instance, if price were to close now like bullish again above this resistance, and let's say that's like 5-6 pips, then yeah, we'll look to close half because we're managing risk as price is not closing in our favor. But the price ends up, you know, pushing up and then doing something like this, then no, because it comes down to how we close. It doesn't come down to where we're at. This candle at one point could be a bullish candle, but we could still be respecting this resistance to drive down. This is the original stop loss. The trade makes sense until there's high breaks. So there's a lot of nuances to a trade. It's not just like this is your RR, this is your TP, this is your stops. It's like it's not. There's a lot of concepts within our trading style. Yeah, no, it's yes, it's crazy. It's because a lot of traders are like coming from like the IG trading, you know. It's like, yo, 10 to 1 RR trades, and then they come here, it's like 10 pips, you know. So there'll always be a discussion for sure, but no, I'm not in. And if I was in, I would have managed the way I told you guys. Would have closed 75% here or close full here, and then break even at that point. The trade would have hit break even after, like we always do, right? We always 80% of the time close half at 10. The chat, don't really pay attention to like the range count, because this could change. Like for instance, like this range right here, from here to here, maybe like last week would have gave you like 30 pips. I'm pretty sure that was like 34 pips, right, within this range here. So price action still makes sense. Don't get me wrong. Price action definitely made sense. It respected this resistance. ADM volume brought this count down. Boom. That was your push at ADM. That was the trade that you wanted to catch. You're not getting those 100 pip ranges, but you're still getting those small 10 pip maneuvers. So yeah, the range just changes over time. Next week, this range might be a bit smaller. Who knows? Maybe a bit bigger. But overall price action states that price should have dropped on that 1 hour candle here. And that's what price did. But at this point, my positions would be below 1922 here, or even below 1918. So probably it'll be closer at 9 a.m. here probably for positions. 9:30. See how we set up. That was a very good breakdown though. Very solid. This probably required a bit more like I guess like time on the charts to really understand. It's not like the cleanest like breakout of range, and it was more so had to do with this resistance right here being respected. It's like, yeah. Shows your desktop right here. It's in my Discord. Go to the I think it's the desk subs. It's in the pin messages. This is my setup. Nothing crazy. To 160 hertz monitors. I don't got 240 yet, but 260 hertz monitors and just 3070 PC and Shure SM7B, little mic stand, Go XLR, Stream Deck, Ducky mic, keyboard, Razer, mouse, you know, nothing crazy. If you got on the lows, oh yeah, see, if you got on the lows, that would have been a bit more tough because you would have got like a pip or two, like with spreads, like 5 pips there. So, nah, yeah, at that point, I'm not sure. I think your overall TP be down here, or your original stop loss to be up here. You're putting your trust into this candle closing bearish here probably at this point. I think it would have been a bit more aggressive, to be honest, because the moment you broke that low, there's a heavy support here. So at that support, regardless of your 4 pips in profit, 3 whatever, stops to break even. You're putting your trust into this candle driving further down, and that's the risk you kind of take when you enter off of the previous candle low instead of the flip, because you're missing out on this mini range here, but you're still catching a piece of it. So comes down to that. Huh. Yeah, if we breaks the lows there, I think right now there's a speech going on, but we broke the 5-minute lows here, so it looks like price should drive further down here towards the support at 922. Yep, there's a push. There's that. Not bad. Not bad in the chat. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad of a breakdown, right? Pretty good breakdown. If you missed the breakdown, go to like 7:32 where we kind of just broke it down like 30 minutes prior to this trade. Yeah, you need closures now though for positions. It's gonna keep ranging here until you break out, until we close outside of the range. So wait for this 15 to close there in about, I don't know, 4 or 5 seconds here. This 15, this next 15, depending on where it closes, should drive down, fill the wick, but We gotta close bearish within these ranges here. Below here, I'll say. Looks like you're gonna close doji. Yeah. Can you imagine looking clean? Don't mind that chat. We don't look at that, okay? We don't look at that. Oh, might close bearish. Nice. Nice. Yeah, this 15 should come down to fill the wick here. Should be pretty clean. Yep, and there's your wick fill in the 15. Yep. Let's see, can we close? You have about 14 minutes left. If you can close below 1922, not bad for sells. I think stops are going to be around 41 pips. TP's going to be around the day flip, right? So so look, as you're starting to reject that data resistance, and the small time for now is starting to form some type of resistance here, some type of range here. This now indicates volume for price to drive. So if you can break below 1922, there's a high chance you're going to drive down towards 1918, and at that point the day count will then flip bearish because 1918 is down here. So if you go to down 1918, you're going to look something like this, right? And at that point we should continue to push down with the weekly count flipping bearish as well to fill that weekly wick fill. So yeah, little things lead to the higher time frame concepts. Nice con man, W trade. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Yeah, I wouldn't have, even if I would have entered, I wouldn't have gotten that this full 20 pips. I would have got like the first push earlier. I would have got stopped out a long time ago at break even. Would have been a straight push down for 12 pips and just close half there, partials, and then boom, would hit break even. I wouldn't have caught this right down though. We breakers dropping. Yeah. Let's see. This 15 should flip bullish here to create a top wick. I don't see this 15 being the one to breaking this down. It's gonna be the next 30 probably. After this 15 flips though. Should come up, tap like 1925.500 and start to reject again. Yep, there's a flip. So 15 creates hot wick. So it should come up, tap these levels here. And then if it rejects, then you can look for it to drive down again. And then your 30-minute count closure in about 12 minutes here would be your positions. Below 1922. I'm gonna start closing fall during quarter 2 when market slows down. The market doesn't slow down during quarter 2. It slows down usually during quarter 3 or quarter 4. I say late quarter 3 is when it slows down. So no, I'm still gonna attempt runners. You trade whole day? No, I'm here till like 10 a.m. 11 and my day is done. I'm here for like 4 hours trading and that's it. Usually get like within 1 or 2 setups during my session and that's about it. Uncap yourself. I do check the charts during Asian opening, and then also sometimes if I'm up, like if I wake up, I check during line opening as well. But usually, like for the most part, I'm just here during Asian and New York. Good morning, Ted. I was on Reddit. People were talking about me. Yeah. Yep. You're gonna see a lot of people talking. Yo, trust. Telegram, Reddit. I think I searched my name on Reddit too. Damn, we should make a Reddit chat. All right, there it is. So the 15 created top wick. Look where it tapped. Wow, on point analysis, chat. 15 had no top wick, came up, tapped that resistance, boom, started flip, and now this wick should get filled here. We should continue to drive down slowly to fill this wick here at 1922 500, and then maybe at 8:30 you can get a closure in about 9 minutes here. And then below 1922 we take sells. But let's see how this one plays out here. Right, so as explained earlier, like, even if the 15 and 30 were very choppy there, the 1 hour time frame was the time frame here that drove price down. That was your move. Are you in? No, when I'm in a trade, you guys will see me in a trade. Like I kind of just show the trade out there. TP, stop loss, entry, all of that. Exactly how I get in, exactly how I manage trade. It's all there. So man, you know why, Ted? Because they're talking about spreads and stuff too. Yo, Wix.
Yo.
Pick a gold.
Break the lows.
I mean, hey. Yeah, I mean, when you were here, we drew the candle up. When you come back, the candle's formed.
Yeah.
Let's go trade.
I wasn't gonna take that. Congrats for anyone.
I was gonna, but I wanted a decent wick. I wanted like 1926.500 or something.
No, I was thinking maybe if we close like that in 8 minutes, like if it pulls back, we can do that. But I don't know. I'd rather have trades below 1922, 1921.
Like, for the way I saw it, was just like there was this resistance here, and this kind of broke above the range at one point, and this kind of should have gone up. It didn't. So with the data bias being bearish, it kind of faked out back into the range. And the reason why this count didn't move was because of the doji candle, right? So that's why the 7 a.m. count didn't move, and the 8 a.m. count closed heavily bearish below, and that was your clean direction to drive down, and that was the play. That was very solid. Yeah, yo, tell you think Reddit is toxic? Go to TikTok, man. You're lucky you don't have TikTok. You go on TikTok, you post a video, whatever, you're getting flamed. 10 pips? You're getting flamed. But Don, how about commissions and spreads? TikTok, trust. It's a lot more toxic there. A lot more toxic. I don't go on TikTok anymore though. It's like I used to just live stream there as well, but I can't do it. I get questions like, yo Don, so how do you calculate pips on gold? Jeez. Chat, you might get positions here at 8:30. Damn, that was a nice position earlier. If you have runners, congrats. If you have runners and survive there, however we manage risk, then you can probably leave runners until like 1918 here. Close partials here though, because this is a level of support pretty heavy, so we can reject, but close partials and leave runners if you want to. 5 minutes left. And GJ popped back up, right? So exactly what we mentioned earlier. The fake out. So if we can close back above in about 5 minutes here above these levels, so we can look to drive up to fill the range. Range going up for GJ is around 40 pips here. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah. That 5 minute entry was very nice. Right here. Stops were like 16 pips, TP 18. Perfect. Discord's confusing me. I get that. I was confused first too. I think Discord's very useful though for communities and channels. We used to have a Telegram chat, and we deleted Telegram. We migrated to Discord. It's pretty dope because that's everything in one. In Telegram, you had like different channels. Like you had a Signal chat, you had a Signal channel, you had a course channel, course chat, you know, community channel. You had like 5 different channels. But on Discord, it's like, well, you have one channel, and you have like all the signals here. You have, you know, like all the signals here. You have the whole course here. You have the free channels up here. It's like it's all in one, so it's kind of dope. Nice. Nice. Oof. Sells. How old are you, mate? I'm 21 years old. I'm turning 22. I'm turning 22 next month. Watch the 5 on gold. Yeah, I see it. There's like this support right here. You close below, this next 5 should drop. And that'll be 830 push. Yes, the 30 not looking bad, chat. This 30 here's on close in about a minute here. We can get a top wick, and actually you can get like a 30-minute wick fill coming down to Phil's Ranger and come down to retest the lows at 921. And the overall TP will be down at 1918 here. Because you have a minor support here, but like at that point, like around these areas here, you're going risk free anyways, and you should leave runners towards the support down here, because the day starting to flip now, right? Day starts to flip. The 4 hour broke the lows already, So high chance if third man closes bearish here, you can get a nice wick fill on 30 coming down. So we didn't get the first initial entry, but now with the third man account closing here, we can actually get a 30-minute wick fill here. Yo, Wix, where you at? We got some potential gold sellers here. All right, so this third man account will close there. The only way I'll enter here, because I wouldn't mind missing out this range here and catching this bid instead. So we can come up, create some type of top wick down up here, tap these levels, then flip. I'll look for entries coming down. If I miss the range, I miss the range. I'm okay with that, but I'd rather be in a position that I'm more comfortable with, right? And that's the top wick being created here first. $1923.55. It should tap like 1925, maybe even like 1925.089, and then it should start to reject to drive. TP would be roughly all right, there's top wick. How big are stops on this 30? It's gonna be around 25 pips for stops, and TP will be roughly 50 pips here. Not bad. Yeah, South Wicks.
Yep. 1923.44.
Yeah. So we can get the first initial entry, but we can get the second entry, chat. Stop losses be the current 1 hour high, so it's gonna be like 925, 978. So sell stops are right here on the breaker's 30 low here. I believe once you rate that low, you should fill the rest of the wick, and at that point you should come down to retest the 1 hour lows, and the 1 hour low should be rebreaking, the 4 hour low should be rebreaking, and then the 4 count should drive down towards like 1920, and that should be a 30-minute wick fill as well. So, and that day count will then be flipping bearish at that point too. So it's looking good. You need to break the lows though here. All right, chat. You need to break the lows at 23 here. My entry is not the flip. My entry is more so the lows, because the lows breaking, you should come down to a minimum of the support down here. And at that point, we're going to be like roughly 7 pips in profit. At that point, I'm going risk free on this trade.
Make it slip.
Yeah. Yeah, slipped? You're not in, right?
No, I'm not in yet.
Yeah.
See it move. Oh, there we go. I'm in.
Very close. Can you re-break the lows? Very close to being in.
Oh man, we broke the lows. I'm in.
My sell stops at 1920, 23.48. Chat, stops are going to be the current 1 hour high, so it's going to be up here. All right. So I got sell stops there. Still haven't activated yet, but I believe once it re-breaks the lows, it should be activated and it should drive down to fill the range. By the time we come down and tap this minor support here, that'll be my risk-free trade. Break-even point, close half there. Perfect. Cover for spreads there? How'd you activate it?
I had a sell stop below the candle.
I think TD and Blueberry are a bit different.
Yeah, they're maybe half a bit different.
If we come up though, or if we come up and we break this high, then at that point we delete buy sell stops, right? And we wait for a closure below instead. Below its range completely.
Not looking pretty.
You got slipped in, damn. A lot of you got slipped in. Who got slipped in?
Yeah, it's just,
No, not slip, but some people got spreads. I mean, it should be fine. This count reflips, it should be in. Like, we should all be in.
yeah, I don't, that's the direction we're going. Damn, that's a
Spread got you in.
0.02 of a pip.
The Stargate can reject there. Didn't break the highs. Tapping the resistance. Is that something for you? This 5 with no top wick, that helps you as well. You need this 5 to close here. You need this 5 to close at 35. I think we should be good.
Bullish momentum from where?
Four press spreads. I don't think you guys got slip. I think you guys just got spreads. What happened? My spreads right now are like 1 pip, 1.1.
Like, I'm a little confused. Mine was 19. My entry was 1923.44. Price, I don't know. It got me in at 1923.55.
All right, chat. I'm going to sell stops now because I think you just broke that 1 hour highs, right? You broke their mid highs, 1 hour highs. So at this point, you delete sell stops. And then you wait for complete closures below 1922 here, 0.114. So probably like 9 a.m. candle here or 9:30 here for sells. No sells just yet, right? Because if you wanted to come down on this 30, it would have came down after create a top wick. The volume should push price down to fill a wick, right? But since you never rebroke the lows, and we rejected, we broke the 1 hour highs, there's a high possibility now that we're just gonna be in this range until like maybe 9 a.m. here, 9:30 here. So wait for that candle to close at this point. It'll also be a 4 candle close as well. This is just your range overall now. It can still come down and end up closing below on this 9 a.m. candle, right? Because we didn't break the previous 1 hour highs yet. We're still staying below this resistance here, so that's good. But I think at this point, especially since we're breaking into the last couple minutes of this 1 hour candle, wait for the 1 hour closure in about 20 minutes, 22 minutes. I guess ADM was your entry. That the entry we broke down over here. That was a much better entry. Our first initial analysis. I just wanted a steeper wick, but it made sense because like we created a top wick right at this resistance here. So that made sense. The last thing we want to do now is still being in a trade. Like, there's no reason being in a trade anymore. It's like this kind of flipped bullish. This kind of broke the highs. At this point, you wait for the 1 hour close. There's no trades here. And if you close bullish above the range, then high chance next 1 hour candle is going to drive up top of the range. So wait for this candle to close. Yes, missed it. Go to the breakdown at 7:32. I think it was around around here. I think it was. Right here. Right? So we drew this out at like 7:34 here. And we explained how with this candle closing bearish here, that would indicate volume and you get a push at ADM. And that's kind of what happened. As you can see, those levels have been tapped. Wix, what happened in that trade?
I'm in drawdown.
Oh, we're still in. What were your stops? Previous kind of high? Yeah, it's kind of 18 minutes left. It's gotta respect that resistance. Send Ted the link. I mean, if he asked for it, it is not busy. It's not really me to say. Yeah, Jesus is good here. Jesus is breaking back into the range. So we discussed this fake out earlier. I think we closed in about an hour though, in 18 minutes here. So at this point, wait for the alley candle to close. And if you get a closure on your alley candle, I'll say above here, which is the most, this resistance here, then we should be able to drive up. Above 156,800. Should be a clean push at 9 a.m. for 35 pips. Are you in a trade? No. We had stop stops, we deleted them because we broke the highs. At this point, waiting for the outer candle close. So we might get something at 9 a.m. here. So just be patient here. 9 a.m., 9:30 should be your push. If you do get a push. If you look at the 4 hour counter here, we're kind of in this 4 hour range here. From here to over out here. And if you do end up closing bearish here, you can look to drive down to retest the lows at 1920 here. And then look to continue further down.
This is really frustrating.
You might be good here. 5 minutes, I think, close bearish.
No,
oh, broke the lows.
The price action is really frustrating here. Like, it's pissing me off. There was no need for that candle to, like, it rebroke its own lows. There's a wick to fill. No need for it to come back up. And I think it even broke the previous candle high.
Yeah, I did. Broke the highs.
Yeah, so I counted for spread for 3.5 pip spread. And it didn't stop me out also by like 0.01 of a pip. But this isn't how I wanted the candles to form. Like, I don't want a bullish candle closure here, you know what I mean?
Wilson is being emotional? No, Wilson is never emotional about his trades.
No, are you kidding me? Definitely no emotion here. I'm just, I'm frustrated that it's not going according to the way I would have planned this out. And I mean, it happens, right? Things like this happen. That's tough.
A lot of people are so new to the chat. It's actually crazy. I should have a limit. If you're new to the chat, you need to be here for at least 1 week before you start talking. It's like your first day of school, you come to class, it's like you gotta be quiet. You can't just be out here saying shit, you know? Like, it's your first day in class, everyone's gonna be like, yo, who's that new kid? You're that new kid. You're that new kid.
You.
No, I'm like not even newbies. Like I want to say newbies because you know, but like I'm saying new to like the community in general. Like that's what I meant. Not newbies though, because we have a lot of new traders every day that come by, but a lot of people come to the streams like, yo, like this, da, 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 da. It's like, you know, don't get the vibes yet. Been quiet for a week. What up? Haven't seen your name. Yeah, if you're new here, congrats. If your first day here was Friday, then it's kind of tough. That was the first loss of the month for you. Yeah, I think a lot of people had the new days on Thursday and Friday. Thursday wasn't the easiest trade. Thursday was the first trade we had that went to drawdown for the month. And Friday trade hit stop. So if you came on Thursday and Friday, you came on the can like the slowest sluggish days. But if you're here all month, you would have been fine. This 15 is about closing about, oh no, 15 did close here. So this 15 looks like it closed bullish here. This 15 might just end up flipping bullish to drive up here. Yeah. This 15 should flip bullish and drive up and tap like 1925 here. So yeah, at this point, you wait for the alley candle.
Take it easy.
Yeah. Do you think sells were a bad idea? Since the previous 15-minute already hit the 15 minutes left. No, so the stuff we had originally was just like on a break of these lows here at 1923.5. And the whole idea there was the fact that, okay, well, it was like a 15-minute wick fill, right? If you price create at the top, price came down, opened up, say there's a flip. So but yeah, price opened up, came down, created a top wick, create a bottom wick, sorry, and then it came up, create a top wick. So then we said to ourselves, okay, well, if price were to come down now and break the lows, there's a high possibility we have to drive down to fill the next range, which is right here, and that'll be your 7 pip mark, 8 pip mark. At that point, you're risk free, you're break even. And obviously, price never rebroke the lows, and it just rejected, right? So, yeah. GG's not bad here though. 11 minutes here. We might get some GG trades actually instead. The forward count, look at the forward count, right? We had no bond wick on a forward candle. We're gonna close bullish in about 11 minutes here. Huge rejection. The daily bias is initially bullish, and look where we rejected. Price came down on the daily, came down, tapped these levels right here. So with us closing bullish now on that 1 hour on a 30, there's a high possibility that at 9 a.m. we should get a range fill as we're breaking back up into the range for like 35 pips. And as you fill the range, the day account would then be flipping bullish as well, and then we should continue up towards next resistance. So GG is not bad here at all. Monday's so iffy. Mondays and Fridays are my best days. Like I don't really like the whole the whole concept of, oh, don't trade Monday, don't trade Friday. I get it if you're new, but Like I treat all my days the same. Like Mondays, some Mondays are volatile, some Mondays aren't volatile. Some Tuesdays are volatile, some Tuesdays aren't volatile, right? Same thing on Fridays. Some Fridays are volatile, some Fridays aren't volatile. This is how I view it. It's like I treat every day the same. If you have volume, you have volume. You can tell off of candles. You can read price action. You can read volume. But if there's no volume, there's no volume. Is this Friday the best? Is this Monday the best Monday? Probably not the best Monday, but it's not the worst Monday. It comes down to you. You know, if you don't trade Monday, don't trade Monday. Simple as that. If you don't trade Friday, right? But my best days are Mondays and Fridays. I will say that. Works, are you still in? I think he's still in, yeah.
No, I'm not. It actually came back up, rebroke, wicked me out, and now it's come back down. It's funny.
I thought your stocks are previous 1 hour higher.
No, previous 30, but I had counting for 4 pip spread. Came up there.
Oh yeah, coming down now. Yeah, exactly. People are not told to trade Monday to Friday, or stay light so you don't ruin your week or your weekend. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's how I kind of saw it as well. Cause a lot of traders like to just like on Monday go full send because it's a new week, and on Friday they like to just like chill or they like to just make back their losses or profits, and that's when Monday and Friday comes an issue. Oh, nice, John. 815 wick fill. Nice. Not bad. Very good position. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of tough here. We close like Doge and Zara candle. Like you really want this candle close heavily bearish. But by the looks of it looks like we're not going to be closing heavily bearish. Looks like we're going to be closing Doge within this range here. And
It's
then
ugly.
Yeah,
ugly.
it gets ugly here. Like your last push would have been the ADM push because this candle led to volume. This candle closing below led to volume. So if this candle closed below, you had volume in the next candle, but the next candle failed to continue down. It just came down, wicked, and rejected. This is a point where you kind of say, well, looks like the next couple hours would be very choppy as we're back into this range, and this is when you want to stay out. If you would have pushed, you would have pushed that 8 AM here, and 9 AM could be a continuation, but you didn't. So most likely you're just in a range today. So this is when you want to call it. Usually call it a day. But GJ on the other hand is a different story. GJ is just starting now to show volume here, so GJ price action is a lot different. I was looking for buys above since the morning, right? And we might actually get buys here. So we might get some positions in about 8 minutes here, chat. 7 minutes. Whatever close not Tawik. I think you have a lot of time left in this candle here, so let's see how it closes. It should be solid. Someone needs to create a win rate for your analysis. Here. These are all the trades we took this year on stream. All the wins, all the losses, all the TPs, all the stop losses, all the entries on stream. So every single entry on stream that I said I was in was all here. And it was all given to you guys, basically. It was all trades. So let's say you go to the spreadsheet. You go to 10 a.m. here. Go to 10 a.m. Right? It's 10 a.m. We got sell stops here. Boom. Trades are right there. So it was all done here. Full, basically, full analysis of that. It's all here. And it even shows like the type of entry took. So it shows like, well, on a 30-minute time frame, it took a break current high or low, 83% win rate. It was a breakout, 30 breakout entries, 4 fake outs, 3 onions. Our highest win percentage is a breakout with the 30 trades and 80% win rate on that. The flip, 100%. Like it shows all the stats are here, so you can just go check that out. Oh, my breakdowns? That'll be a lot to manage. Not gonna lie to you. I do a lot of breakdowns. I do a lot of breakdowns. I do a lot of breakdowns. Let's see, 4 minutes here, guys. GJ looking bad. The last time I took a GJ trade was March 9, 2022. Wow.
At least it was a win, right?
Break even. Buys onion play.
Three minutes.
What day is it today? The 21st? Is there a volleyball today? Ah, there is. Yo, when does March break end? March break is March break was last week, right? So is there school again right now? Yeah, right. March break is over. Yeah, March 14 to 18. That was last week. So yeah, school's back. Nope.
And over here we have spring break just starting. School's out this week.
But you guys also start school like a couple months earlier, no? Like you guys started school in August. We start in September, right?
I have no idea. I haven't been to school in 20 years. I just know that right now everyone is here partying, and last week was quiet. We got the Ultra going on this week in Miami.
I think tomorrow on Go will be a lot better if we end up closing on the daily, obviously, today, right? Because if you end up closing bullish today on a daily, we're kind of just bouncing off of this support here. And what's going to happen is this daily candle tomorrow, if we do close above here, because treat this as like a mini range here, that is within a mini range overall. So if you end up closing above the resistance like over here, then there's a high possibility that price should drive up tomorrow towards the top of the range, and that should be a cleaner day because you have much more direction tomorrow, right? Whereas today you were bearish today, and today's focus is mainly on the weekly time frame. Because the daily time from here closed bearish right at the support level. So there's like, it's kind of like an indecision level. There's no clear direction as to where price is headed. It was like, okay, well, we're at support, price can reject to go up, or price could look to continue back down. And with the fact that you closed bearish support, you're in kind of mix. So if we go off the weekly now, the weekly was your direction today, I guess. Like your weekly bias is what you're putting your trust into for sells. And that's why I wanted sells, but by the looks of it, looks like we're gonna close doji here in this hourly candle. So the next hourly candle might just flutter within this range here. We might come down again to retest 922, but overall you're still within this range here. But the forward candle will be closing bearish, so you're in favor of drive down still, but there's no entries yet, at least until you break out of this range.
Like, what the fuck is it?
Yeah, it gets weird. This is the point where you ask yourself, well, is this what I woke up for? And GJ is gonna be closing bullish at resistance. Nice. Isn't this lovely, chat? GJ closes bullish right at resistance. There's no buys just yet. Looks like we're in favor of gold here again. Gold did close decently bearish here on this 4-hour candle here.
Wickfield.
Yeah. Looks like it comes down to the top wick here. It's a new 4-hour candle, chat, so keep in mind it's a new 4-hour candle. You should be creating a steeper top wick here. I don't believe this should be the candle driving price down, but I believe once you get a top wick somewhere at like 1926, this hour candle should come down to fill his wick, with the 4-hour candle being bearish as well. So wait for that top wick here. You're looking at maybe 1927, 187 here for top wicks, 1926 for top wicks, and then after you get that, you should drive down further. No, there's the bottom wick on 30. This thing should flip up, tap this resistance here on the 4-hour time frame. Be creating a top wick, so just wait for it to form. All right. Look left there. You're closing below this minor support on the 4-hour time from here. So look left. This thing should come down to fill the range here. Coming down towards the bottom of the range here at 1920, 1921 here. You can also say that this 4 kind of was kind of like a fake out as well. You had some type of resistance here. You had the day bias is bearish. You had a range run breakout. Price broke above and then came back into the range. Not bad. Yeah, but GJ is definitely chalk for sure. Yeah, you closed bullish here, so it still sounds of us driving up here. But when looking for entries right now at this moment, I would say wait for a steeper bottom wick to be formed first before you start to head down. Oh wow, this 4 kind of reject this resistance here. So this could be a top wick potentially, but I'm gonna wait for a steeper top wick here to be formed. If it drives, it drives. How big is that forward wick fill? 1922, 197. Call on a day. All right, peace out. Circle FX. You went straight up? Yeah. If it drives, it drives. I'm still expecting a steeper bottom wick here to be formed. Should come down tap like 157, 700 levels. 30-minute broke the lows. That's something. 30-minute finally broke these lows here, so.
Yeah, I didn't get activated with spreads. My spreads, it was a sell. Get activated on market price. It just did broke the lows and then came back up. The slippage was actually in my favor, if anything, because my price was below, but it came down and up so quick that I got slipped up.
So what happens when you get slipped in profit?
I mean, I didn't get really slipped in profit because I lost the trade. I got slipped into a trade. I just saved the pip on the loss.
That's a W. Yeah, you gotta make good things out of bad things, right? I look for the most positive moments. That's how you stay composed. Like,
yeah, that loss was definitely a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, like, cause now you see the pip, right? That pip could you can go to dinner and get some stuff, you know, like.
Fuck off.
There's a lot of shit you can do, man.
Just one pip dinners. I'm not having a spoon.
I had that spoon. That spoon was delicious, bro. I actually had we had dry age some dry age steak, but I didn't take a picture of it. I forgot. But it's a dry. This is just a side. It came with a bunch of other stuff, but like this is.
Oh, I thought that was your whole meal.
Nah, that was not my meal. I had a dry age steak, some 24-ounce dry age. Yeah, honestly, dry age is like, I don't know. I prefer Wagyu.
Is that like a teaspoon or is that like a big ass spoon?
That was a big spoon, bro. Trust. Or one bite.
I swear you took a L last week because of your broker 2 wicks, which Don avoided last week. Time to change? No, I mean, I don't think it's the broker's fault for me taking L's. I took a L.
Yeah.
It's not a broker's fault when I'm winning for weeks at a time, right? For one, it's me. It's definitely me. So it's not the broker's fault. I mean, they've done right by me.
Yeah, I was telling him earlier, like, Trader's Domain, they gave you back the slippage, right? You and Marcos, and then Blueberry Marcus didn't give no fucks about my slippage.
It's just when I sign on, like, I know what I'm getting myself into, and I'm agreeing to the spreads and the commissions, and so are you. Maybe. Just now that you know how the broker's working or how liquidity on that broker is working, maybe just adjust your entries next time, which I will do. I could have been half a pip off. That would have been fine.
GJ Flu, yeah. Yep, GJ Flu here. I wouldn't have gone in anywhere, to be honest. I would wait for it to be bottom work here. Never had a bottom work here. And Flies Flu. So these times like this, it's okay to accept the fact that, okay, if you don't get what you want, then you might not get entries at all, and that's okay, right? I was okay with missing on this whole range here. I mean, at least the breakdown played out, but I was okay with missing on the whole range while waiting for a bottom wick. And now gold's starting to shift down slowly here. So 3rd minute broke the lows. This is the second time you're breaking the lows. This thing should complete and come down towards 1922 here now. As those lows are broken. So
It broke the previous hourly highs too. Like the hourly stop wouldn't have survived, right?
no, the previous hourly candle would have survived for sure. I thought that was your stop loss up here. I thought that's where you placed it. That's why I'm like, oh, you should be good.
I would not be that brave on the fucking full position. I was on the current candle highs.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's goal for you, but you know, can't blame. You know, look.
Yeah.
Gotta blame somebody. No. Take the responsibility for all your actions. Take that responsibility. Because you brag about the wins, right? Take the responsibility for the losses. Just make sure there's more wins than losses in order for you to be able to speak on it.
Yeah, I'm expecting this candle curse to be top wick on gold here. It shouldn't have flipped though. I say if it does flip, it's gonna be a very hard flip, and it's gonna pop up within these ranges here. So if you see that happening, I mean, if you guys are in on the opening of this candle, I say move stops to break even here, because you don't want to be in drawdown. If this thing flips, it's gonna drive up, create a top wick here before driving back down again, and that's only if it reflips bearish again. So I'll say stops to break even, let it run towards 22 here. For those who jumped the gun. For those who jumped the gun early. W, Alex B. Yeah, chat, like we broke down these buys on GJ since like 6:30. Like from the start of the stream, like the moment we close no bottom wick here, I said how just be careful. You have no bottom wick. I'm looking for buys above this range here. And this candle closing bullish just indicated the next candle should have drove up. And that was your ADM candle for buys, which would have been lovely. I think runners would wish to be running right now as well. I didn't catch anything on GJ. Yep, gold should come down. Feels range. Should tap 22 pretty nicely. We get closures at 9:30, you guys. 9:30 below this range, 1922. You can get some NYSE sells with a lot of volume here. I see you missed trade. There's no missed trade unless I plan a trade. There's no planned trade here.
You missed trade.
You missed the trade.
You
missed the trade. I missed no trades. Yeah, tap this minor support here on 30. Might struggle here for a bit, but I believe once it breaks this low, it should complete the rest of the range fill.
Fun. Money. Make
Money. This 15-minute count is going to close up here in about 50 seconds here. If this 15 does end up closing below here, this next 15 should drive down and fill the rest of the range here. Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna get some more water here. Hold on. Give me like a minute.
Thursday. Yeah, here we go, John. Gold's filling the wick on the 1 hourly, like we said, but yeah, it's clean on the hourly. But the next closure we're getting is the 30, and if we break below there on the 30, it's gonna fill the rest of the range. There's probably no entries till the next hour, but we'll see. 15 closed here. Right at support. And we need this 30 to close, and usually we'll, you know, this is the range around time, pullback time, and we'll probably we'll get the move 9:30, 9:45, maybe 10. But we need the NYSE volume. We need a catalyst to start moving us. We're not gonna move without a reason, you know. Gold typically will do this. He'll consolidate for NYSE. How much percentage of risk on the last trade? One. A little more than one. It's coming. We're gonna get a closure. Just wait. Hi, Wix. Hi. Bye. Yeah, it's dry. We're gonna get a closure. Let's see what happens. We're gonna get a closure regardless, whether it's above, below, at, but there's gonna be a closure at 9:30. So just wait. Big slots. Draw a massive air count. I don't need to. It's gonna form right now. We don't need to draw it. Boom. We're forming. We're forming. 3.5 years. I've been trading 3.5 years, almost 4 years. August will be 4 years. Yeah. That water look delicious. What is that? Aquafina?
What? My water?
Yeah. Eye water.
Oh wow, breaking the 4 hour lows. Woo! Chat, we
saw
might get 9:30 here. My water is nice refrigerator water.
Somebody was like, "Yo, we draw a massive bear candle on someone on Don's chart." It's forming.
It's forming.
It's not gonna throw him off like if we were closing doji. That should have thrown him off.
10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes for positions here. Hold the line. Worst case, you missed this range. It looks like price is gonna drop down here. This 5 minutes is gonna boop. I say wait for this 1 hour candle or this candle closer. It can close below 1922, then you take sells toward 1918, or you can close below 1918 and you can take sells below 19 to 1909. So you have a lot of ranges today, but be patient here, right?
Why does this song always come on when we're driving?
I played it just now.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun. This 5 should end up closing. I think this 5 has no bottom wick here. It can flip and drive, or if it holds this, then you get the 10 a.m. push or 9 a.m. 9:30 push here.
Oh wow.
What happened?
What's the stops here on the 15? You got 25 pip stops. Nah, it's gonna drive.
On a 5, yeah, I might drive on a 5
Yeah.
here. I say the 5 breaks the lows here. This thing's gonna boop towards 1920 here. Pretty nice there. I'm waiting for this 30 to close, so there's no interest for me until 8 minutes here. All right, 8 minutes franchise.
We're gonna close. All right, chat. And if you took a L, guess what? Don't chase it. Don't revenge trade. Don't base this trade. Stops based on how much of an L you took last trade. Move on. Forget about it. You know, have really short memory when it comes to trading. You guys need to have really short memory when it comes to your positions. Whether it was a win or a sell, it happened, it's over, it's done with, and the next one is all that matters.
Stop's gonna be like 35 pips here. Off this 30-minute candle.
Like, what the fuck is that?
What?
That 5 went right back in range.
The 5 no
If it
bottom
closed-
wick. Well, it never flipped, right? And also, it's the last 15 of the 30, so it's gonna pull back for the top wick, obviously. You know that though.
Yeah, so that's why I said we're gonna range at the support over here. So
Wait for it to close.
my issue is I want the 5 hour to respect 1921.7 here.
I mean, a 30 or 30 or close and below. I don't. You never worry about the 5 though. Why worry about it now?
Because you then the 15 is gonna respect support if it respects 1921.7, which.
Well, it's the 5, right? And they can just.
And the 30 is 1922, just a little bit higher. I mean,
Oh, I got my 30 at 21,870. That's where I got mine.
Oh yeah, your 30 is a little bit lower.
Yeah, I based it off of this right here.
Why does our 30 look so different?
Oh, you're looking at MT5, right?
Yeah. I'm looking at it, looks like you see that long wick.
I'm about to check it out right now.
That zone is way lower, so
1925, not the same level.
no, you see that candle made a long wick up on
at
closed
22.
way below.
22.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's just market manipulation. I don't know. That's just market manipulation.
I'm gonna need you to talk to your people.
5 minutes and close
Tell you-
below here. You're good.
Tell your people to speak to my people.
On to the next trade, chat. 5 minutes here for some positions. All right. This 5-minute candle is unclosed below. This next 5 has a very slight chance of driving down, but I'm gonna wait for a 30-minute candle to close. That's it. 5 minutes.
See, like this is good because then it's respecting that newly formed resistance. At this point, support will become resistance.
There's your daily flip. There's your forward driving up. Congrats if you guys took advantage of the analysis. I sure didn't. I did not catch anything on GJ, so. And I'm okay with that. That's fine by me. Are you banking on this waterfall? Well, let's see how we close. I'll bank on it if we do close below. If you don't, then it might be more of a river, man. Not gonna lie to you. It might be more of a river. I'm trying to figure out my stop loss if I got it on the break of the previous data high on GJ. Data highs on GJ, your stop loss will be the current data low. Because if you're going off of the daily, that's the most reasonable stop loss. That makes the most logical sense. Pressure respect this low right here if it wants to drive up. Now the issue becomes, well, your RR isn't that great because your TP is up here around these areas right here. And your stop loss is down here. So you're gonna have to probably go into 4-hour stops or something. 1 hour, 4-hour stops. But just know you can break 1 hour levels, 4-hour levels, and still respect the daily levels. So keep that in mind. Keep that in check.
So
Chat, if you guys are enjoying the streams today, make sure you guys leave a like on the stream. We can get 400 likes. That'll be amazing. Much love, chat. Yep, so this 5 has flipped bearish here, broke the lows. Just wait 3 minutes here, man. If it drives, it drives, but would you rather be in a position here now and shit your pants in the next 3 minutes, or be in a position in 3 minutes and not shit your pants? Choose one. Just accept the fact that it might drive here. Like, I already accept the fact I said it. It might drive here, and if it drives, cool. It drives 26 pips there. I'll watch it drive. And going back to our daily analysis, the 4-hour flips bearish here. I believe, or we did drive. Looks like we may come all the way down. I mean, our daily analysis shows and our weekly analysis shows that we should tap like 1909 today, those levels, which we kind of sent in a Discord server last night during the agent session, in case you guys missed it. Okay, so yeah, this next count should open up, create a top wick, and drive down. So I'll be in sells if that were to happen. Wait for a top wick, and then boom, we'll be in position. Sorry.
for it to pull back a little.
Yep. Oh, no pullback needed. Oh, there's your range fill, chat. That 5 minute, boom. That was it. This kind of may pull back. If it pulls back here, in about a minute here, we might get some sells. If we can get a nice wick fill, but it's gotta pull back to like 21 levels. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Keep it composed, yeah. W, congrats. Yep. That 5 minute entry wasn't bad. Pop 26 pips. So you have a minute left. It's a long time.
Pull back. Wick fill. Raindrop.
Chat, this is broken down at 8 a.m. here, right? So if you guys are here since 8 a.m., you guys have seen this whole entire breakdown here to 1918. Or sorry, no, at 7:32 a.m. actually, not 8 a.m. 7:32 a.m. slightly before 8 a.m. opening. When people are like, "Oh, it's ranging. Don't trade it. Don't trade it." I'm like, "There's volume. Price shows there's volume. I'm not making shit up. Price shows there's volume, right?" And that's what kind of happened after. All right, so yeah, we might get a wick fill here. So let's see. 26 seconds left. Can we close below this range here? 25. Looks like price may push further up. Eleven, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Perfect. So get a top wick here. We tab 1922. I have sell stops. All right, there it goes. So I'm gonna have sell stops here, chat. 1921.235 here. All right, 235 is my sell stop. TP is down at 1909. And stop loss is going to be the previous 30-minute high at 1925.201. So stop's going to be roughly 39 pips. TP is going to be roughly like 100 pips over. 112 or something. This is perfect. And if price comes up, breaks the highs, then there's no sell stops. We delete them. All right. So sell stops on the flip here. It's got to respect this high though over here. Once you flip, it should be a clean push down. I think you should come down to around these levels here, 8 pips, break even, and then the rest should be TP. And like I might close half at 10 or close half at 20 pips there, and then let the rest run towards 1909, coming down towards that level. Because what's gonna happen here, chat? If it doesn't flip and it ends up continuing to push up, it's the forward candle will then be creating a new top wick. The forward candle will be breaking the highs at 925.218, and it'll likely continue back up to create a steeper top wick. So that's why that high is very key here, important. Yeah, wait for it to flip though, right? Be patient here. Don't jump the gun early. So it broke 15 highs, but still respecting 30-minute highs. I still respecting 1 hour highs. And that was the override trade off the 30 on 1 hour. Yeah, chat gets dead whenever we're in positions. Or whenever we have sells, that's where buyer stops. Chat just clinches their shit. Stop has a current candle? No, it's a previous candle. So if it breaks the highs here, then just delete the sell stops. There's no sell stops here. The highs are up here at 1925.312, right? Because then the forward candle would then flip bullish, and then likely you won't get positions till like maybe 10 a.m., 10:30, probably if price does come down. So you guys see what I'm saying there, right? If we flip bullish here, we break the high, this forward candle would then be closed, doing something like this. And likely you won't get positions for the rest of the day because then we'll be breaking back into this range here. So it comes down to how we react at these levels.
What a rejection, because look to the left, how clean that range down is. Like,
Yep.
So clean. So fresh and so clean.
We got a flipper though, right? We don't flip, we delete sell stops. The idea is gone. It's no longer valid once you break this high. So that's why there's no sells after that high gets broken. And that's our original stop. No one should be in the trade right now. The trades never are if the TP is 1919. No, my TP is 1909. 1909 here. Gonna trail stops though. Gonna probably move stops to break even once you come down, tap these levels here, risk free, and let the rest run towards 1909. If it taps it, it taps it. But this is just based off the weekly, right? Because our sell stop is the weekly flip. Weekly flips. It has a high chance that this is the high to drive down to fill that wick to the left. That's the overall weekly analysis that we did yesterday. So, what's your first TP? I have one TP, but I have overall levels where I close half at. I guess you can say 1918 is my first TP. 1919 levels. That's your first area of interest there. And let's say you don't activate and the outer candle closes like bearish here. I think it comes down to how we close, because we gotta close below the support here on our alley candle. You see all these wicks here to the left? These wicks here, these wicks here, wicks here, wicks here. You need a closure below for price to actually drive. Because this is your new support. Earlier on, it was this support right here. But now that we're closing, we rejected so many times, this now becomes your new 1 hour support. Instead of this support, it's this. So that's why I close below there with indicate volume. Otherwise, you'd be in a range. Very bad live stream. Live stream trades this year, chat. 27 wins, 5 losses, 6 break evens. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. We've been doing the same thing for our last like 3 years on stream. Did it break the highs? Didn't break the highs here, right? It come close. Yep, there's the high broken. Yeah. At this point, chat, I think the 4 count is breaking the highs. It's creating a steeper wick, right? So as kind of expected earlier, we're gonna delete the sell stops now, but as expected earlier, like you break the high, the 4 hour flips, right? It'll be creating a steeper 4 hour top wick. So at this point, wait for the outer candle to close, because at this point it looks like we might not get trades until like 10:30 here by the looks of it. We might not get trades at all today, right? So but that's why we had sell stops and not just market execution, right? Chat, there shouldn't be anyone losing their shit right now, because people are saying, oh fuck gold, this that. It's like, nah, price didn't do it. Price just market will move however it wants to move, right? We had sell stops there, it doesn't get activated. Okay, cool, we delete sell stops. That's it.
People really don't have much experience.
Yeah,
I guess. Like, it's tough. Like I said, live through a few market cycles. You'll understand. Like, just things gold does. This is where people lose their accounts, blow many accounts when they don't realize what's happening. Just realizing there's no, we've never broken out of this. There's never any closures. Look at the higher time frame.
peace out, JXTR, bro. Good night, man. Have a good sleep. Enjoy your pippets.
Did you do anything in London?
London session? I don't think so. I don't know actually. I gotta ask him. Are you in Canada? Yeah, Toronto. Toronto, Canada. When our desk start to watch, yeah. So chat, like earlier on, like you kinda respected this resistance, right? And that's what led to sells, because this is the most recent support earlier, resistance. But now that you came down, you closed bearish below. If we wanted to drive, it would have been this support that would have taken us down. But as we're starting to come down and tap these levels now, this becomes your support. This is the most recent support. So if you want closures on the hourly candle, you're gonna need a closure below here to indicate sells. And by the looks of it, looks like it's not happening. So yeah, I mean, I guess there's no positions just yet. You won't get anything for like another hour and a half, 30 minutes maybe. I'm not really looking for buys.
It's a massive rejection.
These are your better buys though above here, but I mean, let's see. I'll be here till like 10:30, like we always are. 10:30 is my cutoff time usually, so whatever happens, happens. But I'm pretty sure there's no positions till like 10 a.m. here. Minimum 10 a.m. Can we say, can we not say we have a 30-minute fake out? Yes, you can say you have a 30-minute fake out, but again, you're going with the data bias anyways, right? So a fake out would have been, like I say, this would have been your fake out here, because the overall bias was bearish, and this is your fake out to the upside before we drove down. This, I mean, I guess you can say it's a fake out as well, but it's not like a tradable fake out because you're going against the trend anyways, right? This is more of the tradable fake out over here.
They always liquidity grab before 10:15. Nah, what time was your liquidity grab yesterday, Don?
Liquidity grab. Oh, my liquidity grab yesterday was I think it was around like 4 p.m. or something, man.
Yeah,
like
Don had a 4 p.m. liquidity grab right there.
Hey, that's the go. Yo, by the way, yesterday we talked about Spurs versus Golden State, right? I said how I was like, yo, price action trade is like trading San Antonio Spurs. You got Greg Pop with the plays, and then indicator trading with all those fancy positions, those fancy sniper entries is like Golden State. But look who won yesterday, price action traders. Yo, what a coincidence they played that day. I didn't even know they played that day. I just guessed. I'm like, yo,
block their records out. Block their records out.
it's like we predicted the trend. Like, hold on, when did I say it? I said when did I say this?
In between 9:30 and.
Oh yeah, Golden State and San Antonio. I said 17 hours, and later on they played. I didn't know they played. What a coincidence.
Coinky ding.
What was the poll on that? Who what do you guys guess? Everyone said Golden State Warriors. Which one are you? I'm like, which one are you? The indicator traders or the San Antonio Spurs? And they're like, nah, I'm Golden State Warriors. That's funny. That's funny. Yo, chat should be a sports better.
How about new?
Is there charts on sports bet? All right, so you got the DeMar DeRozan here with the impulse entry. You got a starter play on Zach LaVine here. All right, here's your sports bets for tonight, chat. So tonight you got the Lakers, Cavs. You know, you got the Cavs, obviously. Lakers. You got Raptors and Bulls. Bulls are gonna take that. You got the Jazz and Nets. Are you playing home or away? Oh, they're playing at home. Kyrie's not playing. KD KD will carry the team tonight. We get the Hornets for show. The Pistons and Trailblazers. Jam. Might be a close one actually between those teams. I would avoid this, chat. These are your picks though. This, and this. Pretty solid games. This, yeah, Celtics. Chat, I'm not a sports bettor, but I see enough stories on IG, man. Like, it's actually crazy. This year, like, it's crazy how much they pay those celebs, like Drake even, for steak. Like, how much you got paid Drake to do a sponsorship for your fucking gambling website?
It's gonna be a no from me, dog.
You watch NCAA?
Yeah. The U.
I got St. Peter's, bro. St. Peter's. Damn.
Yeah, I watched that first game. St. Peter's and the U.
Who won yesterday?
I don't know if you saw that game go to overtime yesterday.
I didn't. I wasn't really watching.
That was a fucking sick game.
Yeah, I saw anywhere else to pay $3 million a month. We'll see Don's win rate. All right, screenshot that. Let's see. Let's sample size first, sometime first before we actually enter. Doesn't TradFX trade USD CAD? No, I don't. I don't trade USD. I only trade GJ and gold. I don't really trade USD CAD. No. This next 1 hour account might just fly up here. Huge rejection here. But there won't be bias from me, chat, until 1929 breaks. When to enter? When I say enter. Well, when I enter, I'll tell you guys. But you can enter whenever you want.
You gonna do what I say you do.
I have one secret pair. Yeah, that's gold. I mean, that's US 30.
Or just don't reveal it. Just trade on it and be like, all right, we're gonna take a buy here, buy now on this pair. What pair? You figure it out. All out a random pair. But by next year, I think US 30 is the goal.
Maybe.
I think Q4
until
gonna be on my list.
It's definitely gonna get to a point where GJ and gold both start ranging for the whole entire year if we start to close back within ranges. So gotta be able to live through those cycles, I guess. And I guess we can replace a pair then. Do I have videos on no talks, no bottom wicks? Yeah, I do actually. It should be somewhere here. Should be somewhere. Nope, that's a 4. That's a candlestick. Should be somewhere here, chat. Tree nut. I think there's actually a command in the chat for it actually, so you can check it out. Just do exclamation point no wick or something, I believe. Hey Don. Oh, you've been here for a while, Tyke Mason. Have been trading on demo account with you. Want to fund $100 live account? What lot size would you use if you trade $100 account yourself? Probably 0.01 lot, risking around 1 or 2% per trade. If you want to do 2% risk per trade, have like a 20 pip stop, 0.2 lot. There's your $2 trade. That's your 2% risk. Oh wow, we might close above here. Might get trade at 10 a.m. here actually. Who knows? Oh wow, breaking above 29 levels here. So we might be in for something, chat. Range 2 breakout. Oh wow. Wow.
You know what I want here?
I know what you want. 10:30 bearish candle closure. Next candle comes up, breaks the highs. That's your entry. Small wick on this current candle. Right? You know what? I'll just draw it out. Here you go.
Draw for them. Draw him. Hit him with the wicks.
Yeah, then you want like a bearish candle here, right?
Respecting 1929.57.
Yep, and then you want the next candle at 10:30 to drive up. I don't know, Wix. I want that too, but it might close above and just boop. Boop. Might go all the way up. We going up.
Wix 9 special.
The Wix 9 special, yeah.
Hey, Wix, what broker you use? Trader's Domain.
As a new trader, I'm learning to trade in this environment with the crazy gold moves. What is your advice for newbies once things go back to normal or start ranging? I say don't get used to the ranges. Treat every day the same. Stick to a plan that's sustainable through the volatile times and the less volatile times so that you don't have emotional turns whenever price doesn't go your way. So for instance, if your goal is to catch 10 pips, then have the goal for 10 pips when markets are volatile versus when markets are non-volatile. Right? The last thing you want is you want to have 100 pip goals. Next thing you know, when the markets go back to normal, you don't get those 100 pip ranges anymore. So I'll say that, man. Yo, watch the 30-minute count flip bearish now. 7 minutes here, guys. Be careful. Me and Nash share 1987 Honda Civic. Resistance there. They go back into the range. I doubt it. Like the way we rejected that support off the 4 hour and 1 hour.
So, yeah, I was gonna say don't expect the fake out here because first of all it's a range 2, so the probability of the fake out has gone down severely. Second of all, look at how we tap that demand zone and then just flipped up. And if you look at the higher time frames where we have volume breaking previous bearish candles, and we're closing heavily bullish on the higher time frames. Like we might get a pullback, we might get a deeper pullback than usual, but overall, as long as this resistance is broken, we got nowhere to go but up. The higher time frames will dictate, price action here.
Yeah, you gotta really close above here.
You're gonna need, if we respect it, then we can range. But
are you still beefing with GJ Don? Yeah, like me and GJ right now we have beef. It's like I got a slide cancel on GJ.
You got a blackout on GJ right now.
Got a slide cancel.
key GJ free.
Yo, you ever seen this video? Slide counts in real life. Yo, this is Wickstein low key. Yo, this is Wickstein when he says he gotta do the damn thing.
I can do that quick. That's quick.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's impressive. No, that's actually impressive. It's hard to do. It requires a lot of leg work, man. You need a sample. When it flies, it flies. You're gonna have Drago say if he dies, he dies. Never watched that. Not gonna lie. Whenever you guys give me these referrals, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of lost in the sauce. I'm not, you know, in movie terms. I'm not very cultured in movie terms at all.
Lost in the sauce.
One hour wick fill and GJ. I'll be careful here because we have no bottom wick here, and this 4 count could come down crazy to bottom wick. So I wouldn't bet on that 4-hour wick fill. I mean, it's not bad, but it's like the problem is a lot lower with the fact that you have no bottom wick here. I'll be careful. If this count look like this, then yeah, different story. You can look to for a wick fill, but this count looks like this. Looks like this. No bottom wick. So this next count can come down, create a bottom wick to drive up. Just be cautious there, right? It's also a 4-hour candle, no bottom wick as well. So I'll be a bit cautious. All right, I'll be a bit cautious. I'm just saying you can do better.
We don't have any news right now, do we?
All right, guys, no time. It is the volatile times. Let's get ready.
No news. Perfect.
Yeah, news at news at 12.
Down. 3 minutes.
3
Long
minutes.
time.
The pump music is on. Chat, it's been a pretty slow last 3 days here on stream. I'm not gonna lie to you. Since Thursday, it's been pretty slow, but that's just the markets being the markets, right? You gotta adapt to it. You gotta adjust, right? We're not always gonna get those 100 pip ranges, right? That's okay though. Market shifts, we shift as well. Can you close above here? If you don't close above here, my friend, then my friend, it looks like you're gonna range here, my friend. But we have 2 minutes to find out. Our third order. We had 2 stop loss and 1 buy stops this session.
Down. Crazy how this 30 never flipped. So closure below, and we never flip. We just fucking.
Another thing you can say is that daytime for that support, and we can just reject to later drive back up. Because daily came down, tapped that support level, broke the lows, and now it's just, if it closes bullish today, tomorrow's be very good. Chat, look what happened last time.
On Traders Domain, it looks like the daily broke the previous day because they have the Sunday candle.
Oh yeah, Sunday candle. Well, yeah, we did break the previous day on the Oando as well. So yeah, chat, tomorrow's be interesting. We close above today. Tomorrow we're going all the way up to 1945. 1940 levels again. Should be very interesting tomorrow. You're buying or selling at the moment? Nothing. I'm waiting for buys here in about 40 seconds. Potentially some buys here we may have. You close above her, you should be good. Stop loss is current count low. So what I want is, since we can't use the previous count of stops for like 100 pips here, we are forced to use the current low. So if we can maybe create a steeper wick coming down towards within these ranges here, I'm looking at maybe 27, 28. We can use that stop loss, and that's gonna be 20 pips. Day count low stop hunter. I don't want to say it's stop hunter because I was kind of expected to drive down anyways. It came down, tapped the day support, then drove up. If it was like a bullish candle, we came down. That's something else. Yeah, no bottom wick here. I'm waiting for a wick here before I'm to use tap stop buy stop shot.
A lot of volume.
If it doesn't reject here, it might come up to here and reject up here instead. Let's see. Bottom wick should be formed.
Yeah, but it's eating up a lot of range here.
I know, but I mean, breaking the highs. Cementia is Thursday. Or you're not entering the flip.
That's what I'm thinking. Depending how much range this top wick will give us and how low we wick down. So we got, look, 15 pips of this top wick created right now. If it comes back down, even more. Yeah, it's cleared out the range. Like 25 pips.
Yeah. If it doesn't create a bottom wick here, it flies. Oh, I'm okay with that flying here.
Yeah, no.
But I'm expecting the price to just drive here first. Create a bottom wick before it drops.
I'm not okay with it. I need it to drop.
You're not okay with it. I'm okay with calling it a no trade day if it just drives.
Yeah.
Yeah, accept that fact. Yeah, accept that, chat. Say to yourself, I will miss this move. Okay. Let's go through our daily routine. I will miss this move. I will miss this move. I will miss this move. I will miss this. Just like, yeah, whatever.
Speaking it into existence.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, if it's breaking through these levels here, so if it doesn't reject here, then it might just rip all the way up towards TP here, towards 1939. That's no good. Cowboy entries. It's very rare we get positions like this of no bottom wick though. Very rare, especially at 10 a.m. too. Very rare. Well, 30-minute wick fill after a bottom wick being created. That's your next play. So now your next play is you move this resistance up to here and you wait for a 30-minute candle to close. So you wait for this 30-minute candle in about 28 minutes here. Or a 15-minute candle, and then once you come down, create a bottom wick, and you close above, you should get a nice wick fill going up for 40 pips. But it looks like it should just tap resistance here at 1936. Yeah, M5 told you a lot. Yeah, M5 had this type of range here, right? Close bullish as support. This 5 was your entry. I was just expecting the bottom wick first. Even if it was a small one, would have been fine. Like, but didn't get what I wanted, so didn't miss any opportunities, right? If you guys got what you guys wanted, and you guys get the trade, congrats, good shit. But I didn't get what I wanted, so I'm not gonna sit here and be like, ah, fuck, I missed it. Like, I should have entered. Like, there's no shoulda, woulda, coulda, because I wouldn't have done this long term. Long term, there'll be no positions for me. Peace out, Nav. W and asses though, for sure. Yeah. If it closes back in range, you're gonna take sells. No, if it closes back in range, I'm calling it a day. Right now, I only see upside here. I only see upside. Target should get filled at 1936 here, and then you might struggle there for a bit. That's where you get into some type of trouble once you tap those levels. Just wait for this 50 and closer. You can now delete these cells below here because this is irrelevant now. Right here, wicks and no are form. Yeah, like you can take two approaches. Like the first approach can be, well, we have no wicks. I will disregard the fact that I'm gonna wait for wicks. I'm just enter without wicks, right? You can definitely do that. You're not really forced to wait for wicks, you know, by any means. And if you feel like more comfortable taking positions without wicks, then take them, right? Just keep taking them. If you feel like they're more likely to play out, then take them. Or you can take them with no wicks and expect and take the chance that, okay, well, if price comes down and create a wick, I'll be in drawdown. I'm okay with that. But you can then take the other option, which is, okay, well, I'm gonna wait for wicks only, and likely you'll miss slightly more opportunities, but you might miss more opportunities, but at least you have a higher winning trade. Usually, it's up to you, right? There's no like right or wrong way in trading at all. It just comes down to what you prefer and what you see. I'm sitting here, chat. I watched price drop fly 50 pips here, right? There's also days where we catch, you know, 40, 50 pips and we drop another 100 pips, 200 pips. Just being able to sit here and be disciplined, waiting for yourselves. That's all that matters. As long as you follow your plan, whatever your plan is. How much did that GG give you on the 15 breaker to highs? Oh wow, 14 pips, nice. Well, Wix, what's the plan? What's the deal?
We gotta wait for this pullback. We need it to pull back. Still early in this hourly candle. It's 2 straight 30-minute candles with no bottom wicks, lots of volume. It's just things are driving. But yeah, at some point there has to be a pullback.
The only entry chat that like made logical sense to me today that like were valid was this entry right here. The 1 hour candle there at like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. or 8 a.m. candle. That was the only count that made sense to me. Like these other entries I wouldn't have taken long term. ECGJ, yeah, it's breaking the highs again. Looking good if you close above. I said it before, I'll say it again. Like though there's gonna be weeks where you have like everything that's clean and the ranges are nice and solid. And then sometimes you might not have those clean wicks. Price might just fly and never give those bottom wicks and top wicks for you to enter off of. What about GJ? I see GJ. You need closures above 157 here for buys. It's only on Monday too. If there's no trade today, there's no trade today. I'm okay with that. Yeah, gold could pull back, but it's gonna be a long shot. Like what you're asking for here is you're asking for this kind of come down, create a wick, and then close bullish above this range on a 30-minute time frame. So this is what you want, and then this would be your buy entry. This next 30-minute candle will fill the wick. to me a long shot. What we're asking for. Do you think impulse entries on GJ above is good? I don't really take any impulse entries. I can't really say for you. I mean, if you take impulse entries and you think that's a good entry, take it. But wait for a closure here, because at any given point, since this is a pretty heavy resistance, you can reject the drive back down. I mean, it looks like it should drive further up here, but wait for this candle close in about 4 minutes here above this resistance, all right? And then maybe at 9:15 or 10:15, you can get some positions going up. Next resistance is up at like 157, 580 here, so you definitely have ranges for sure. Could you create a playlist on Spotify? I have one. Go to where's my playlist? This is my playlist. Go follow Spotify. DXNVO. Marcos is back tomorrow. Chat. Should be lit.
By
What a coincidence. Marcos comes back when Marcos in the UK for a reason. Nah, he's in Paris right now, I think. He left the UK a couple days ago.
Party. The French. Love the French. Parlez-vous français? Je m'appelle Wix. No, I don't. Oui. Don should be fucking fluent in French. I don't know how he's not. So we get this 30 to pull back a little. And then the next 30 to come and break the low of this 30 and come back up. Create a bottom wick for the hourly. French is complicated for no reason, yeah, because like some words sound like you have to spit, right? Like phlegm, like
Bonjour, je m'appelle Dan.
Just spit already and then just talk.
You speak French, no?
I don't speak no French.
Et yo, français. Bonjour, je m'appelle Dan. Yo, if I could say waiting for a bullish closure above the range, you know, fun fact, let's go do it right now.
I don't think it's gonna have the same meaning though.
Le bullish closure. I'm from Canada.
En attente d'une clôture haussière au-dessus du range.
What?
Maple down.
En attente d'une clôture haussière au-dessus du range.
She sounds
Waiting
the R
for a
word.
bullish closure above the range.
Yo, chat, new stream, man. If I can't talk one day.
You're gonna be late as hell in all these
What's
entries,
up,
chat.
chat?
That's for sure.
What's up, chat?
Jesus. Right there. Rosa got you with the French.
Alright, guys, so, waiting for a closure above the range here. I think we need a.
You know what? Remember someone asked me who my mentor was, and I'll always reply with the bot. Make money. Can you speak French? No, I took French for like 10 years in Canada here, and I know nothing. I know is bonjour, je m'appelle Don. I know how to say dog, which is un chien. I know how to say That's all I know how to say. I think I know how to say can I use the washroom? Can I use the bathroom? In French, because I'll raise my hand and go, but like that's all I do. We're in a 15 minute above the range. Yeah, but it gets very difficult here as you're breaking into these ranges over here. It's very choppy here. Like that 15-minute wick fill is nice and solid, but I don't think we're gonna get much here. I mean, this GJ position was very nice too. Close above here. I don't know. I might just call it a day, honestly. There's not much for me here. This 15 might fly here though. How big are stops on this 15 on GJ? 20 pips for like 46 pips here.
Break the high.
Yeah, but I mean, I was really locked in the gold too. I might just call it. There's not much for me here, and like the way the ranges are formed, and like this count gotta do a lot. It's only 10-16 here too.
Daily resistance.
It gets tough on gold here because we come to the end of the session, and it gets a bit ranging within these levels now. You might get an onion play. Don't get me wrong. If you get that, cool. I'll be in at like 11, 12, but that's gonna be at 11 and 12 o'clock, right? It's gonna be quite far away. Gold 5 might just. Oop. Puerto? Maybe.
DJ is at a daily resistance here.
Yep. Like that flip on the daily was what you wanted. Those fake outs for the buys. That was a clean fake out though. If you guys took advantage of that, congrats. But yeah, this is what you wanted. Now it gets a bit choppy here. Like you should have been glad we came down earlier this morning. What goes down must come up.
I think it's the other way around, but okay.
What goes up must come down. What goes down must come up. It works both ways though. You hit rock bottom, you go back up. There's always a rock bottom, right?
No, you could throw something in the water and the shit's just gonna sink.
No, but there's support. There's always gonna be support. New levels of support.
Yeah, it can stay there. It can stay down there.
But I can't go negative.
Yes, it can. Oil couldn't go negative at one point either.
Oil? Oil went negative.
Shit went minus 40.
Who's enough FOMO in here? Oh my god. Who FOMO'd in here? Lord. Guys, wait for his 30 to close there. I might wait for 30 here and that's it. Like 10:30 you get no positions. My day is done. I don't care what you say. I don't care what he says. I'm off the charts. No positions. I don't care what you guys catch. I'm off. I'm closing my charts and I'm gonna go back and eat some food or something.
You all are overtraders. I don't care what Don says about you. You're all overtraders. All 1,100 of you.
Do you explain candlesticks in my course? Yeah, you do. We have a section off for candles right here. Candles, intro to the candles, why counts are important, different types of wick candles, how to read counts backwards. Part 2, identify a trend, range, fake outs, how to avoid fake outs. I change bias, start replay part 2. It's all here, it's all here. I think we have a page where it shows the outline in like text format. Right here, more info here. So this is the course basically. I gotta add the part 2 to the course, but this is basically it. This 5-minute looking nice. This 15 close above. This 5-minute close above as well. It's Korean bottom wick. Once it flips, it might fill these wicks here at 256. Yeah. I would say wait for a 30 to close at this point. You have 10 minutes left.
I have my GJ resistance at 157, 250. Actually, the tip of this wick, you want it to close above the tip of this wick. If you look back, 250 is a resistance.
Yep. This 15 is pulling back for the 30-year close. You need a 30 closure here, guys. Yeah, 250 as resistance. I mean, I'm probably not gonna touch GJ at all today. Like, this is my day is probably gonna be completed. Fun day though, chat. I appreciate you guys for being here today. Much love, much love.
Is Ted teacher? No, he does the trolling session 3 to 5 here. Class starts at 3.
Let's do word of before we hop off here. You see, the real ones, they do the word. The fake ones don't stay through the word. They leave. So we have, how many viewers do we have right now? 1.1. By the time I finish the word, we're gonna be at 700. Watch. The non-loyal ones.
Don't cry.
My chat's gone.
Me too. Let's do
That should be our trademark word. So, no. You knew it. What? No, trade. 5 different letters.
trade. All right. Not bad. I'm going for it.
Need an R.
Oh shit, that was a bad guess.
Well, now we know it's either in the middle.
Yeah, that's good. That was a good guess. It's in the yen, I think, right?
No, what?
ER, right? ER at the end makes sense.
Don't cry.
Tyler. Is that a word? You can't guess Tyler, right? It won't be a name. Oh, GG might close above here.
Freeze. No S. Freeze. No, can't do that.
No, wait, what? Oh. I think it ends in the ER, man. Told where?
I don't know.
This is a word. A tower.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
So you know the E is in the middle now.
Yeah. Now what the fuck? EUR?
So-
EIR? EUR?
There.
Oh, I see you guys.
It can be
taking-
anywhere. THEIR. Oh, yeah. EIR. There. I don't know if they do that or is it only nouns.
What word?
There. THEIR. Is it only nouns? Can be verbs, adjectives. Can it be anything?
Ah.
Oh.
That was not bad. W. The streak continues. I see you guys taking buys your chat. Naughty.
Naughty, naughty. Show chat.
When y'all gonna realize they can't read chat. Yeah, like, why would I look chat? Why would I do the word? I don't like read the chat because
Yeah, that would be. See,
that won't be fun,
there's
right?
a little button here that says hi chat.
Oh, I just put my Discord over it. So what's the word here with GJ here? So you have a resistance here. You have some type of range here. I think you need closures of 250 set 252, no?
I have 157, 250 on the dot.
I might call that a day. I don't know. I'm not really looking to trade GJ today. I wasn't really looking to trade GJ. Oh, I'll wait at the last minute and see what happens here. Chat, there's a high chance that this 15 close is bullish here on gold. And if you break the 15 lows, you're gonna drive down to give you that bottom wick on gold here. So that's your cowboy interest probably, but look like my day's done. It's come to an ending. Last minutes.
All right, let the credits roll. Produced by Donvo.
Produced by Donvo, featuring Wix.
Directed by
Featuring Zoom.
Donvo.
Featuring Brian,
Editing.
Carlos, Everest, Jag, JP, Mark, Paul, Sharif, TT.
Editing by Donvo.
Candles drawn out.
Oh yeah. Costume director. Donvo.
tomorrow's gonna be a much better day, guys. Tomorrow's day count on gold is gonna be a lot easier to trade. You're gonna get that nicer volume, nicer ranges, and you're gonna have a nicer direction where price is gonna go. Today was kind of in the mix because you have support. So every time you come to those days where it's kind of indecision days, you need the next day count close, and that's gonna be tomorrow. So I thought tomorrow's gonna be very volatile. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have like plenty of positions tomorrow for buys. Let's be aware of that tonight. And third close here. So yeah, chat.
Good draw up here, fill the range.
How big is this range going up? 5 pips?
Tiny.
5 pips. Yeah.
It's a tiny. But nice. This ugly ass 30 on gold. 4 hours gonna go up though.
4 top resistance. Yeah, chat. My day is done here, guys. I will catch you guys tomorrow morning, all right? At 6:30 a.m. Eastern, all right? So have a good day. Don't overturn over leverage. Have a good day. I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning at 6:30. All right? Peace out, guys. Don't trade. Lovely day. Much love. Love you guys. All right. So what now? Buy subs.
Hold on, they're gonna take you seriously.
GJ flipped. All right, here we go. Who's in positions, chat? Tell me now. Who got in positions? Don't lie.
You're all over traders. Oh.
Who got in positions? Yep, there it is. Well, the 4 hour on TD looks like it has clean traffic all the way up to 39 today.
That's what I was saying, the 4 hour.
But my 4 hour looks like it's like there's like a heavy resistance here.
Well, you know what they say. The TD, the better 4 hours on TD.
Only when it's not your favorite. Well, buys? No, I'm done, Chad. There's no positions for me today, all right? No positions for me today.
The 4 hour also has over an hour, like an hour and a half to go till it closes on TD.
Peace out, chat.